at everybody. This is great. You know, one thing that I want to point out is you guys are getting yourselves square. You on October the 15th, you're going to be releasing a big package talking about the 2 decades and all of the hits that you have had over the course of your unbelievable career. As you guys sit back and put this thing together over the course of, you know, however long it's been that you've been working on it, can you kind of talk about like just what you are thinking as you're going through these songs, as you're thinking about all these years have passed and all of these hits and all of these fans? Like, I just can't imagine from your shoes what that feels like and how you reflect on that a bit. I think you're muted over there, Sean. There you go.
Sean, you're muted. Sean,
you're muted.
You're muted.
Whatever.
There we go.
There you are.
I mean, you know, it's lasted a lot longer than we thought it would, man. It's crazy to think it's been 20 years since we came over from South Africa and got in a limo in New York City and kind of lived in Times Square for a few weeks till we moved to LA and did an album. And you know, the chances for that failing are so great that it's crazy to think that here we are 20 years later still doing it, and it's going strong. You know, it's been a long ride. It's been an interesting ride. It's been a crazy ride. But I think that, you know, we as a band collectively feel really good right now. I think better than we've ever felt, and I think certainly musically we've kind of hit a stride that I'm very happy with, and that fans seem to be responding to really well. And so this was just a look at, you know, what we've done in the past 20 years. And, you know, there was a greatest hits, quote unquote, album for a few years back. I think at this point, probably 5 or 6 years ago, which I never really was into. I just kind of felt like it was a cash grab from a floundering label. And so never really gave too much of a thought about it. But this one is more carefully curated to really sort of show the highlights of what we've done. You know, any song that's ever been on the radio, certainly all the number ones we've had and the top fives, and just really kind of looking back and saying, for some people who don't know, yeah, these are all the songs we've done. You know what I mean? Sometimes there's a disconnect with people. They'll know one song, but they won't know another couple songs. Or so this is just kind of just putting it all in one place and saying, yep, this is what we've done. And I'm pretty proud of it, man.
Do you know, I looked at the track listing for that record, and we have played every single one of those songs. And it's very few times that it's an entire greatest hits where we will have, or not greatest hits, but a big, you know, career spanning package where we have played every song. We have played every single song. And on top of that, we just moved Wasteland up to Power.
Awesome.
And
Nice.
so like,
Thank you.
You guys are like our, dude, you guys are like our St. Louis hit machine, like for real. Like, so it's really great to have you guys back and shine down the same. You know, you guys just really are consistently delivering for our listeners. And that is fans, man, we really appreciate it. And then also too, I just love watching you guys because with so many great songs, inevitably you're going to be leaving something off that's going to tease somebody off. But I just love, you know, how it's a little different every time. And I think putting that set list together would have to be a bear at this particular point in your career.
Yeah, it's been weird because, you know, we've been out with Three Doors Down for the most part of the summer, and we get an hour to play that set, and that means, you know, we get to play about 12 songs if we don't screw around in between. And I don't really say much, so we try and get to the songs. And then with the show tonight, we have 55, so we cut it down to 11, and, you know, so that means even on the Bicentennial album, there's 9 songs we're not going to be touching. So it's a difficult choice. We end to sort of tend to lean towards which are the fan favorites. Especially after this whole big lockdown, we figured let's just come out and play songs people want us to play, what they want to hear the most. So in that sense, it's pretty easy to pick out the songs that get the better reactions. But it's still difficult because there's definitely songs that we wish we could be playing that are sort of not singles from the new album. But I think that, you know, we honestly, the philosophy of the band is we serve the fans, right? So if we could come out and play an entire set of songs that never made it to radio and never were singles and were maybe even B-sides, but that wouldn't make anybody happy except for us, and we would look like, you know, idiots. So we understand that people have paid money to see us play songs that they want us to play. I mean, I remember there was a concert in South Africa years ago and I think it was somebody like Elton John who came and didn't play a single hit that anybody knew. He played for 2 hours, didn't play a single song anybody knew. And the same went, I think, for Billy Joel, and I think even Lenny Kravitz. Like I think he did like a 45-minute guitar solo. It was like rehearsal, right? So, and I didn't have money to go to those shows, but I knew people that did, and they all came back disappointed because they're like, well, I want to hear these hits. I want to hear the songs that I've paid money to go and see, and the reason why I'm a fan. And then you get treated like, you know.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Hello. Howdy.
Hello.
On this Friday, and we're all in tracksuits.
Tracksuit Friday.
That's right.
Tracksuit gang coming at ya.
We look like Devo or something.
Blah. Now, when we do Tracksuit Friday, should we do all the same tracksuit all the time? Should we maybe have the station buy us different color tracksuits?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Can I have the cash equivalent, please?
No, you have to only spend it on tracksuits.
It's in the
I tried,
tracksuit budget.
Yep.
The tracksuit line on the budget. Expenditures. These are nice ones. If you're
I
watching
know.
the webcams.
I feel
It's like,
loose.
$80 each.
Yeah, name brand.
Name brand. Adidas.
I feel like, I want to do like Jonathan Davis.
Jonathan Davis from back in 1996.
Yes.
Here's my question. What did you guys match with your footwear? Are you brand matched or are you full?
Hell no.
I
I
do
don't have Adidas shoes.
I do
got
have Adidas
Converse.
shoes, but they're so white.
So white.
Converse is owned by Nike.
Uh-oh.
Them custom New Balance 574s and my Taco John socks.
New Balance.
So you got New
Adidas.
Balances with Adidas?
Jeff would be ashamed of all of
You know
us.
what's funny?
Wow. I mean, I have some Adidas
lied.
at home, but they're so crap. They're like new. And
Jeff
so
Burton would
crappy
get
out.
so
I was
upset if you mixed and matched brands. Like
Why?
that was his thing.
That was his thing.
He would
Brand matcher.
be very upset about it.
Well, Jeff would be proud of me. I thought these were knockoffs or something, but they're actually Adidas.
Oh, look at
That
you,
gift
dude.
was
Jeff's
legit.
favorite.
If
yeah.
you drank a Jack and Coke, Jeff would be mad about it.
No, it was just with clothes.
It was just
and mostly
especially
with
sporting.
mostly with Adidas because he had this very irrational hate towards Nike for some reason.
I get
He
that.
was an Adidas.
Oh.
He was, yes.
It does bother me too a little, if I'm being honest.
Oh, it bothers
I don't
my
care that
son.
much today. But like if I see somebody in like Nike shorts and an Adidas shirt at the gym, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Put on
does look a little weird.
Stick with one brand.
Yeah, just put on the Nike
Stick
shorts
with
and like
one
a
brand.
black tee or something.
Doesn't bother me. I also don't mind when people mix patterns, though. So, lost cause.
Well, anyway,
Depends
we're
on
all
the
comfortable
patterns.
today. We're loose.
Yeah.
We're in our tracksuits.
I know you
dude.
guys won't understand this, but being able to wear a sports bra to work rules.
Oh,
Yeah,
know.
I have
do
one
it
on.
every day.
And I am just for it. I hope that all women can do that.
Are you
today.
not? What do you have
That
under
was
your?
pretty
I have like a
judgmental.
tank underneath, but I have like a sports bra, which is great.
Are you not wearing a t-shirt underneath?
No, I got like a little tank.
Oh man, I set aside my clothes before going to bed, and I put the little pile there with the tracksuit on the chair next to the shower. And I got in the shower and I got out and I realized that I didn't have any underwear, any panties, if you will.
No panties.
I didn't have any, and I didn't want to go out there and perhaps wake the wife. So
Oh no.
for an unreasonable amount of seconds, I thought about going commando with these
Freeballing it?
pants.
That could be a next level type of thing we can do.
Yeah,
I considered it.
I don't like
go
free
wrong?
balling.
No, I can't. No, it's a
Not on
dangerous.
these- not
that's
on
a
these kind of
dangerous game
pants.
to play. That's a young man's game.
no.
Not on these kind of pants. Not if you're going to leave the house.
I chose
I'll
not
free
to.
ball it with these kind of pants at home.
Well, sure.
These pants are too soft. You turn the wrong way, and you got an
Danger.
NRB on your hands, man. You're going to HR, my friends.
In all honesty, when's the last time
You
you had
need something.
When's the last time you had an NRB? I don't think I've had an NRB since
84?
I was 22.
1984. Cool.
Since 2022, you said?
No, since
Sporty.
I was 22.
I just don't understand it at all.
You won't. It's like we can't understand you wearing a sports bra.
I know. No reason boners. Like,
Men are from Mars,
Happens,
women are
man.
from Venus. We just got to deal with it.
just gotta do
The wind blows.
The wind blows the wrong way,
different
it's
in
all
Mars.
over.
Sometimes it's just,
The wind blows the wrong way, next thing you know, you got a note in your file.
It's still happening to you? NRBs still happen?
yeah, okay.
What are you riding the bus?
It could happen.
Okay, explain to me. Tell me that. I mean, because when we
I
were
don't
kids,
know, man. I feel like a lot of mine are like a nod off, followed by being startled, which I think gets the blood flowing and it has nowhere to go. You know what I mean? You ever done that, like on a plane or something? Like you ever fall asleep on a plane where you're just kind of like,
and get a
then you
boner?
wake up and you're like, uh-oh.
Yep.
I don't think I've done that
That's
since
so
sixth
crazy.
hour, junior year.
Every once in a while, I mean, it just happens, and you just gotta like.
I mean,
cool, be cool. It's like
very-
getting pulled over by a cop. You have to like get act cool and be cool
It's
until the
very,
situation.
very, very few and far between.
Yeah, it's not as often. It's not every 15 minutes like when I was in junior high.
Yeah. I just don't. I couldn't tell you the last time it's happened.
You got to check your teeth.
Honestly, I'm grateful.
bad
that
for
one
check your
guys.
time.
testosterone.
They used to piss me off.
I'm
Now
doing just
grateful.
fine.
Well, yeah, isn't that like a no reason boner is a sign of a fruitful loin? Like, oh yes, I can.
It is.
I can.
I think my 15
procreate?
kids is a pretty good sign of my fruitful loin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Gotta
that
make
too.
sure your testosterone levels are where they should be.
Right.
I think I'm all in check. You telling me my NRB numbers are
I don't know. Maybe you should go get
Yeah,
them
dude.
checked out.
You get your
It's
PSA
a
and your
red-
NRBs checked over 35.
It's important.
It should be in our file. Personally, I think I keep an NRB journal. It's very blank right now.
You're like that guy that wants to live forever,
That's right.
who keeps track of his erections and his son's
And his
erections
son's
as well.
erections.
But those were sleep.
Sleep
boners.
erections, but still, though.
sleep boners are not NRBs. There's a good reason. That's a GRB.
Wasn't House Speaker Mike Johnson also keeping track of like his son watching anything unfortunate, like a porn? Wasn't he the guy, the senator, or somebody in our cabinet that was like they both had the app that
The porn tracker?
yeah, the porn tracker.
Well, what's wrong with that?
That's just weird. It's just overbearing. Like let
have a
your kid
porn-
live.
To have,
No,
Let
it's,
your
Just think about
teenage
it.
son have a
Listen,
teenage
if you have an
experience
addict in
here.
your house
I'm
and
not
they need help.
There's like a
I'm
masturbation
not a
tracker.
prude, but I'm not gonna yuck on that guy doing that.
I am.
'Cause
I
if you
think
have
it's
an
completely
addict,
disgusting.
if you have an addict in the house and they can help with that, where it tracks.
An addict? No, it's a normal person possibly having a normal adolescence.
Pornography in your teen years is a normal thing.
No.
Yes, it is.
Like we're talking about like pornography.
We're talking about a Playboy, or yes, your 18-year-old goes to Pornhub and like.
Well, I'm
Talking bang bus
I think
here.
I'm going to
We're
draw.
talking.
I'm going to draw a line between
Yeah.
Playboy and Pornhub.
Why? Because it's a magazine with boobs versus a video with boobs.
Oh, it's way different.
Absolutely it is.
I think if we had what we have now back when I was 15.
We did. It was at the video store. It was in your dad's.
No, yeah,
secret
you had to
cabinet.
work for it.
This is access. Yeah.
You had to really work for it.
I think it's a little much.
What, having a porn tracker?
Yeah.
I think.
I mean, it's just like having any other kind of tracker on your kids' devices.
Yeah, I think
It's not
that's
like the kid is 18.
in the
I get the parental
development-
controls of the internet. I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But this was a weird thing. It was like an app specifically for that.
I think it was through his church.
Yeah, because there's I don't know if it's still around, but it used to be XXX Church or whatever, and it was a website that was developed to help people that
I
have
don't know if
addictions to porn.
Yeah, if you're religious and you don't want your kids looking at porn,
Yeah.
I'm just saying the parental controls
does
of the
any
internet
human.
should be good enough and normal seeming.
Fat blocker. Gotta put a fat blocker on your phone, dude. That sucks.
an
Hurts.
alarm goes off.
Like what, when you're eating cake? What do you mean?
Picture of your grandma pops up on your phone.
No,
Grandma.
that's the bone killer.
It's a bone killer. It's a picture of your grandma.
I don't listen.
Good news, Triple X Church is still there, and they still offer that program.
Listen, I'm not gonna
will not be
crap.
signing
I'm not
up.
gonna crap. Well, good. You don't have any kids.
I wouldn't
don't
want to
have
know,
any.
dude.
I'm not gonna
I
crap
wouldn't
on that
either.
guy for doing that for us.
I'm not. I'm not
it's a
yucking
get-
him for being an overbearing parent as much as just like careful what you want to know. I don't want to know.
Well,
I don't want to
you
know
also-
what my 13-year-old's up to
Oh
constantly.
yeah, there's,
You also
there's a
run-
balance.
you
there.
also
There's
run the
privacy
risk.
that's good for both of us.
You also run the risk of the. I wonder why my dad really does want me to see this. The forbidden fruit.
Yeah. There's a balance there, but I mean, you have to make a decision on whether you believe that it could be healthy or unhealthy for a developing mind.
That's
of
right. I'm not
15.
gonna. I'd listen. Whatever the guy wants to do. Listen. Maybe the kid's into this. And by the way, as soon as I saw this, I thought of King Scott. Because I'm sure he would be down with this, if not already using this particular thing. Have you ever heard of stick talk?
That's when
like
the
finding
kids,
a good stick. And
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Wow.
Wow,
kids are-
talking to your stick or
the
having
kids are
the
forced to
stick
go
talk?
outside, make content with wood.
So instead of looking at pornography, and this went viral this week, a small subset of people online are very passionate about the cool sticks they found while they're out hiking. And here is and I'm going to be honest with you, I watched the video of this guy on the Stick Talk reviewing what looks like a wizard staff he found.
Yeah.
And it looks pretty friggin' cool.
That is pretty cool.
Here is a little sampling of Stick Talk.
What is up, Stick Nation? This is my official submission. This stick was growing through a fence. You can see it's great at casting. This is a wizard type stick. It has the protection sleeve on the bottom. This is an amazing stick. One of one. You will never find another stick like this.
Now, listen, according to Lern, you should be in your bedroom watching porn.
Hell yeah.
Get
I mean,
out.
those
Get
were
out
good
there.
times.
Get out there and Joe.
Those were good times. And we had a boy in the house, one of our boys. For some reason, he would find cool sticks, honestly, and they were cool sticks. And if you were, a scout or you liked being outside when you were, I mean, come on, you guys remember doing this, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
When I was in the Scouts,
If you're over the age of 30, though, you have to have the brown sandals, and then you're still a stick
yeah.
guy.
When I was in the Scouts, you'd go out in the woods and you'd find like a cool twist stick and you go, look at this, and you'd carve it, you'd shellac it, and you got a walking stick.
Yeah, there's 100 different reasons, but
They're fun to find
And
still.
we still have like a pile by the garage of cool sticks that this kid's found over the last 11 years.
And what are you gonna do with them?
They annoy me to
Well,
all get out. 'Cause
you know,
I'm like,
make
take
a
these back
fire.
down to the woods. I don't want these things up here. But
Make a fire.
But still, it's cool that at least he's doing that.
Yeah.
Sure, getting outside, touching some grass.
He's doing something.
Get
Has
out
he
there.
learned to whittle yet?
No.
out
No
there.
knives.
That'll be a game changer.
No weapons.
We're talking about kids and porn and all these secret languages they have that they speak to each other. They try to use code
Like on Venmo, right?
on Venmo.
Yeah, like on Venmo when you're buying drugs on Venmo.
Oh,
people
okay.
use like a mushroom or whatever.
Yeah. Ice cream.
Well,
at
that's
3 in
pretty on the
morning.
nose.
Right. It's still code though. I mean,
Thanks
stupid.
for the $300 worth of ice cream at 3 a.m.
Right.
Yeah, when we were scouring.
You're buying drugs with Venmo? I guess.
On
Some of the
publicly.
kids are. I don't have Venmo. I don't want it.
It's worth getting. It's fun to get followers.
That's weird as hell, but
like
I have PayPal.
like the classic
same
like
thing.
code on the internet for the last 30 years for money, if it was in exchange for sex, was roses. Remember?
Yes. Yeah, that was a Craigslist.
Yeah, but I think it was an AOL thing too.
Roses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
instead of
think that
paying
started-
for sex.
I think that
or
started-
instead of saying how much put $1 on it.
Right.
The workaround was roses.
Yeah, because then if somebody gets arrested and police look at it,
I'm a florist.
Yeah, I love flowers.
I'm just trading her flowers, man.
I'm a florist. No, and we use emojis and acronyms to bring some lighthearted fun to our text messages, right? And for the most part, it is harmless fun, but that's certainly not always the case. Watchdog Group has updated its official list of emojis and acronyms that parents need to be aware of.
Okay.
And I didn't know some of this stuff, and I got 2 teenagers at home. Now, some of these things have double meanings that may seem trivial, but yet can be alarming. And we all know, like the peach is, for a tushy, and
All right.
the eggplant is for a dong. But okay, so code 9 or CD9. Does anybody know what that means? If somebody texts that to somebody else,
No.
CD9.
What does it mean?
Is it guessable? Do you think we can guess it if we don't know? what it is?
I don't know about this one. There's some that are not. Like code 9 is
No for German.
parents are around.
Code 9.
Code 9.
What's
The
the
number 9.
what's the origin?
I have no idea.
Okay.
So if somebody types in code 9, parents are around.
Does-
DMHS.
Direct message. What'd you say?
DMHS. So it's DM, one phrase, HS, the next phrase.
Direct message. He's silly.
Doesn't matter. Had sex.
Doesn't matter.
Whoa.
How about GNOC?
GNOC.
GNOC? GNOC, come on.
Isn't that a place
Got
you get
no
vitamins?
offers, cuz.
Cuh.
Good news. Over
Christmas.
Good news over Christmas. That's right. Good news over Christmas.
Grandmas are texting like crazy.
Is alive.
we should write all this stuff down about
Grandma's out of the hospital.
what our interpretations are.
GNOC, any guesses?
That was my guess.
Wrong.
Good news.
No, it's not good news.
Good
Great
night.
news.
Not good. The first letter G is get.
Get no offers.
No.
Cuh.
Get. Second letter being N. Get naked.
Get naked or
over Christmas.
On
or
On-
crash.
Couch.
Camera.
Get naked on camera. Oh no.
Get naked on camera.
What
Makes
happened
more
to
sense.
cyber?
GNOC, get naked on camera. NP, the number 4, NP.
No problem for no
Nope.
problem.
NP, the number 4, NP.
Naked
People.
naked picture for naked picture.
That's it.
There it is.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Oh, a point for who?
Neti pot for neti pot.
Nope.
Yes.
Oh man, yeah.
Rule 34.
Yeah, your cousins are in the room.
Rule 34. This one, I don't know where the origin of this one is. And you'll never guess this. Rule 34 is any topic can be made into pornographic content. Rule 34 is any topic can be made into pornographic content. I'm not really sure what that means. If a kid types in 1174, 1174, that is code for meeting up at a specific location, often to have sex.
These kids, man, they're like little modern day truck drivers. You know what I'm saying? Like breaker 19. They're just making up stuff. That's so weird and fun.
LMIRL. LMIRL.
M.
LMIRL.
Let's meet in real life.
That's it.
That's it.
Very good, Rafe.
Meet in real life. And what they're saying is a lot of sex offenders are using these codes.
Oh,
Banking on the
very
fact
cool.
that parents
you don't say.
banking on the fact that parents aren't going to be in the loop on this stuff. They're also becoming increasingly crafty and evading detection by authorities. The phrase catching a case is being used by sex offenders to show their willingness to be arrested.
Okay.
But this watchdog group is saying, hey, no need to panic. Just watch. Just vigilance. Stay informed. These kids are always, I feel like it's when Han Solo was flying the Imperial starship going onto the Death Star.
Just had to have the codes.
Had to have the codes. And the guy in the Death Star was like, it appears to be an old code, but it checks out.
LMAFO.
It appears to be an old code, but it
This
checks
could be
out.
a Gen Xer on,
That's pretty good.
but it does check out. We'll allow him to stay in the chat.
So just stay aware.
It says,
guys.
"What's up?"
It appears to be an old code, but it checks out. Let him through.
I was looking for it when you brought it up earlier. Not to backtrack about the stick talk.
Yes.
There was a Twitter poll. I sent it to Moon. Perfect stick or perfect rock? Which one you taking? There's millions of people, millions of dudes. There's something. And it was like a picture of the perfect stick versus the picture, like you're in the woods, you find it. Because I was like, those are the two things people grab in the
Yeah,
woods.
it's
Well,
tough
dudes.
to man, that's a good battle.
You find a good rock.
Yeah, good rocks are hard to
Come on,
pass
that's-
up.
It's
What
going-
am I doing with the rock? The stick, I could do many things
I don't
with.
know. I mean, like a rock or an arrowhead or, like, something cool. If it looks cool, you kind of want to pocket it. You kind of want to carry it out of there. I bring plenty of rocks.
Yeah, I have rocks in certain pockets that I find.
I don't take
My shoes
rocks.
look like a rock.
You see me walking down to the woods, 80% chance there's a rock in my pocket. I'm not going to lie to you.
I used to steal rocks from my neighbors.
I don't know.
When I was a kid.
For me, it's definitely a stick. I could be, I could use it as a walking stick.
Yeah.
I could pretend I'm a sword
I
fighter.
was gonna say a pretend sword.
Yep, which is impressive.
Did you get the pic I sent you? All right.
of the poll? What did more people say?
I got it.
Were they rock people or stick people?
I want to say it was close, but I do think. Look at that stick.
Oh my gosh, it's a freaking.
But look at that rock.
I mean, that's a great rock.
That's a great rock.
It's a great
Oh,
smooth.
dude, you can't pass
Perfect.
that rock.
Let
at
me
that.
see that
circle rock.
Oh, perfect, dude. It looks
looks
like
like
it
a
was left by
giant-
the aliens for us to take home and get superpowers with.
Yeah, it looks like a Advil
But
for
the stick
a
has
giant.
a stick has a scabbard. It looks like a sword.
Yeah, like a hilt. That's a great stick too.
Yeah, it's tough. I want to say the stick
or
won,
perfect
but
rock.
not
What
by
you
a lot.
taking? I'm taking the stick.
Your
Taking
stick
the
man.
rock.
Yeah, the rock.
I'm gonna take the rock.
The rock I'll wind up throwing and losing.
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah, see, you know why? You
Here,
know I'm
go
taking
down.
the rock.
It shows you who won.
I can take this rock anywhere. I can't take this stick inside. This stick has to stay outside.
It'll stay outside,
That's
but
an
I'll
outside
probably
stick.
keep it.
Probably
And a rock
termites
is
on
kind of like
it.
a throwing
Oh,
star.
stick won 57%.
Yeah, almost 160,000 people voted on that.
Yeah, but somebody had to be an a-hole and put secret third thing in there, which means nothing.
Yeah, that Ralph Nader,
Yeah.
Like a dog turd. or
Otherwise,
something?
it's much
Ralph
closer.
Nader, you're thinking Ross Perot.
Oh, Ross Perot. Sorry, the Ross Perot, the vote right out of the rock.
You're not wrong.
Ralph
Nader
Nader.
was the Green Party. For a long
Nader,
time.
yeah, but he didn't really siphon that many votes.
They rock Perot.
Yeah, Nader gave us the seatbelt law.
Okay, Rule 34, by the way, is more like if it exists, there's porn on it. I.e., search Rule 34, The Lion King, to see Simba and Nalia getting it on.
Why?
Wait, what was this?
Why a code?
I have no idea.
It's a rule. Rule 34.
I have no idea. All right, I'm going through my Friday leftovers, by the way, so I'm just getting rid of stuff that I had compiled over the week. Here's a question, and this is a new poll asked people. What would you prefer, extra love, extra money, or extra time?
Say again.
What would you prefer, extra love, extra money, or extra time?
Extra time.
I was going to say extra fries, but that is not an option
Dang it.
because I would prefer extra fries.
I've come to the belief that time is absolutely the most valuable thing.
Extra love,
It's the great
extra money,
equalizer.
or extra time? So you're going to go time.
Well, you know why? Because I have the love. I'm very fulfilled there. I can get the money. Here's the thing: I can't get money, or I can't get more money or more time if I have more love. I can't get more
Yeah, but
love
you know
or
what,
more
though?
time if I have more money.
Extra money
But if I have
will
more-
afford you
time.
more time.
But if I have more time, I can get more money and possibly more love, and time is more
But
valuable.
give me the money now so I get the time now.
Yeah, I think that.
And I could, and hookers, extra love.
Money is freedom.
Yeah, cash is king. Like, I'm great at time management, so I don't need more time. I can make it work. I got love.
So you
Give me
going
that money.
So you going money. You're going time.
Yeah,
Staying with time.
the thing I've been out of for the last 20 years is time. So,
Time?
Yeah, time.
Money.
This is tough. Because what good is time and money if you ain't got love?
Yeah, but
You can always use more love.
I love my money.
Because love
I love my money.
motivate
That's right.
me. Love makes the time I have valuable. And the money.
Aw.
And what good is money if you ain't got
But
love?
with the money, you
I
can
want the cash, man.
with the
Come
money,
on.
you can have the time to
You're right.
devote it to finding love.
I would like to.
Is this more time per day? Like, do you guys live 24 hours a day? And
I would also like to know quantity of time and money.
Right.
And love.
Right,
it's just
right.
extra.
It's like
It's
a dollar
just-
extra.
It just says extra.
If it's like an extra $20, then I'd rather have the time.
Yeah.
Or I'd rather have the love.
I'm assuming
'Cause a
it's
little pinch of
extra.
love goes a long
15 more
way.
minutes a day.
It's an abundance
Oh,
of.
no way.
No, did you just make that up?
Yeah.
Okay, no.
I did. You said $20 and 15
No,
minutes, and
no,
like
I'm-
one person kind of loves you. Like your grandmother is alive again, and she's loving you again.
Oh,
That's
well,
what
you really
it is.
made
Oh my
this
goodness!
impressive.
No,
you
it's
just
not.
resurrected the dead.
Nice.
Scott, what are you taking?
I can see
Money,
my-
time, or
Well,
love?
if we're thinking
I
of
would take that.
extremes, like where it gives you years and years extra, or it gives you wealth where you never have to even think about money. I'm not going to go years extra or time extra because I've been watching Game of Thrones and everyone gets thrown in jail. And I'm sitting there, the longer you're in there, the older you get.
You're going
you
to
don't get
jail
anywhere.
now?
Well, no, in Game of Thrones you
Oh.
will. And think about having all that time, you just sit there in jail
Not
and do nothing.
following your logic.
I'd rather have money.
How do you wind up in prison in this scenario?
He's Peter
I don't-
Dinklage, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless
I don't,
somebody
know,
associates.
I don't know how you wind up in prison.
Well, I
in
was
this
just thinking of
scenario.
extra time as this.
Okay,
kinda came
I-
together.
They got me thinking about bringing my grandma back down.
Yeah. Besides resurrecting the dead, because I don't think we have that
And how
power.
bad
Even
would
in,
We do have
Grandma
that
be
power.
also-
Your grandma's back. There's more love.
even in this absurd.
But imagine the grandma
fantasy.
scenario.
Here's
real
what-
quick.
Okay.
Your grandma comes back. She's in heaven. She's in
Wherever she is.
wherever she is. She's in heaven. She's in her perfect scenario. And then she's like, "This is great. This is the best. I did it. I lived life." And then you blip her back here,
She loves you.
and she's like, "What the hell's going on?" And I'm like, "You're back, Grandma. I needed more love." And she's like,
You
"Okay,
selfish
did you
bastard.
bring me back as like my young virile self?" He's like, "No,
How I
I
remember
brought you back
old.
as an old bag right before you died."
As a love slave.
He's like, "This sucks."
I just brought you back. You brought me back for what? Hugs?
Roller coaster.
Sorry, man. Go. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I had to get out of my head.
Shower me in Werther's and whatever those
I'm down.
Ribbon candy.
I'd love to have.
I don't want you
having
having sex. I want you hugging me.
Here's the equivalence that I figured out, okay? Time, you get an extra 8 hours per day. Money, you get an extra tax-free $50,000 a year for the rest of your life. Love, you get twice as much sex as you would have had without it.
Oh,
taking money.
Not sex.
Well,
Is the
I don't
sex
know
from
how
just
else.
one person though?
Well, yes, it's
From
the one you
intimate
love.
Yeah, it's
Just one person. Damn.
intimate love. More time and more intimacy with
This would
the one
change
you
some
love.
people, I think.
I'm taking the money.
I'm still with the money.
So 50,000 per year. I would
Tax-free?
I would take 8 hours.
Tax free.
But now I get to do everything I'm doing and sleep 8 hours a day.
I'm pretty good at time management. So
But I
I'm-
think now that you said it that way, I think love seems more important. And Allison, if you could turn the radio off real quick.
Okay.
It's gonna be money, dude. It's got to be money.
now I'm gonna sock that. I'm gonna sock that 50 grand away and retire early.
Yeah, because here's the deal. Like,
I'm gonna put it all in Shibu Inu.
depending on the day, like, I don't want more time. I'm trying to get this over with, you know?
Oh my God.
Let's freaking get this over with. Like, there's
Yeah.
days where the seasonal depression kicks in. I'm going, let's just speed this ish up.
It's almost
because
every day.
What if we ask you this exact same thing in the summer?
It might be
Your
different.
answer's different.
I'm in the thick of it right
I
now.
want to get this
I need to be
over
on
with.
Zoloft, dude.
All
I
right.
don't know.
On your scenario, that would be 121 extra days a year. Full days.
Oh, that's so
That's
tight.
more Goldfinger
Dude,
touring
that
for
would
this
need
young man.
that.
Now, my
No, that's
question to
just
you
sleep.
is, in this scenario,
I'm
would it
legitimately-
retard my aging? Like, would I get the extra 121?
Yeah, it wouldn't count.
Would I not turn my next year?
It wouldn't count.
You would age as one. You know,
1 year,
One
but I
year
get
is 1 year.
121 extra days in that year.
Even if
That's
time
pretty
were,
cool.
Yeah,
That's
even
more
if
time you're working.
well, what do you think America said?
They want money.
I'm not working extra. That's 8 extra hours a day.
These
did
people are
America
upset
say?
about eggs, dude. They want the money.
Give me that money.
I can't buy my groceries.
Most
Money.
people said. Well, I'll tell you, love came in last place.
Because we're all so loved. That's such a beautiful thing. That's how it should be.
Overrated.
We're wealthy with
Almost half. So you got three things here: the money, the love, the time.
That's not real.
But almost half of the people who responded said money.
Yeah.
dang.
And in
a
the
capitalist
comments,
society?
somebody said extra money can buy extra love and time, which is basically the classic money can buy happiness argument. Somebody else pointed out extra time could get you money and love too. Another person said extra love can buy the other two things as well if you're immoral, though.
You could marry some rich person.
But can't extra time allow you to make more money and get more love if that's what you desire?
I don't know.
Time, bruh.
It's money.
I want the money.
Give me the money. Now, speaking of
Sorry
money,
about the money.
speaking of money,
I'm sorry.
is everybody okay with their eye colors? Would you ever consider changing your eye color?
I love having hazel eyes.
I love hazel.
Yeah.
That's my vibe. That's hazel people love being hazel people. I assure you.
What color eyes you got?
It
Scott?
just kind of depends on what I'm wearing. It usually looks blue or it could be green.
Turquoise.
All right, so
Yeah.
you got hazel eyes. You got hazel eyes. Rafe, you got.
Those baby
Blue
blues.
eyes.
Look at
Blueies.
those things.
So I got like doo-doo brown eyes.
Yeah.
There's
Like
Slightly
boring.
That's the most common eye color, though,
My
right?
daughter,
Yeah.
my daughter hates that she has.
It's the
brown eyes.
dominant, it's the dominant gene.
Yeah.
Blue is the recessive gene.
My son has got very bright blue eyes.
My dad and his brothers all have these like piercing, ghostly blue. I mean, they are like in the sun. It is like
Yeah.
White Walker blue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
I get that way sometimes.
Rafe's eyes are the bluest eyeballs I've ever seen in my life.
My daughter's got brown eyes. So listen, I must have a blue eye
Gene.
recessive gene in there somewhere that my son got. Like, and my
Or
wife's
he's
got
not your
green
son.
eyes.
Or he's not your son.
We did a DNA.
Hey, we don't just start throwing those things around.
We did a DNA thing.
That hurts.
Did you do it after his eyes turned blue?
Yeah, I go,
You're
this
like,
is weird.
Get the test out.
Okay, Schopenhauer.
This is But, okay, so you guys would never consider changing your eye color.
No, I did this with the stupid Snapchat app, you know, where you can like make your eyes blue. I look
right.
like a freak, dude. I don't like that at all.
So there's an ophthalmologist that's on TikTok. He's got 3.4 million followers, and he's gone viral due to his specialization in changing people's eye color permanently.
How's that possible? Is that,
It's like an injection.
like
Yeah,
so it's a tattoo.
I
Like a
watched
tattoo.
it. Yeah, it's Dr. Brian Boxer. He is 57 years old. He says if people like to have breast augmentation, facelifts, and Botox, then why not change their eye color as well? If that's what some people dream of having, if they want blue eyes, then hey.
But
And it's a surgical procedure called keratopigmentation. And it changes the color of the eye by injecting pigment into the cornea. It's also referred to as eye tattooing.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
And the process permanently changes the cornea from clear to opaque and covers over the natural iris color inside. So how much do you think this cost?
Oh, 50 grand.
No, it's surprisingly cheaper than I thought it would be.
10 grand?
Yeah, so $6,000 per eye.
The question you need to do whenever you have an eye doctor like this that's willing to give this is ask him if he has ever had this surgery done.
He has not.
He will not. And he won't let anyone else do any work on his eyes.
He didn't say he will not. He said he has not.
No, and I guaranteed he won't let any other eye doctor work on his eyes.
That's
The
crazy.
doctor says, after the
don't do it.
procedure, my patients are amazed, incredibly happy, sometimes crying with tears of joy. Says that overall the procedure is very safe. No loss of vision and healthy eyes without prior LASIK. Sometimes scratchiness or light sensitivity, but that's temporary. And the color change is instant. He says that it takes 20 minutes with 1 day for recovery. That's it. You could do emerald green. You could go evergreen. You could go Riviera blue, Paris blue. The most popular colors are honey gold, steel gray, and olive green. Those are the most popular colors that he sees that people want.
No way. No way. I just do the one eye. Look like David Bowie.
Yeah.
Although his wasn't a pigmentation change.
Yeah, that was like an accident that happened to him.
Yeah, it was like his pupil is like dilated at all times.
So in one video with 9.2 million views, shows a collection of patients who changed the color of their pupils, reacting to seeing their new eye color for the first time, many of them crying happy tears. And some of the comments, one person said, not even if I hated myself.
Yeah, dude. No
Another
way.
person said, this feels so dystopian.
I knew a girl with two different colored eyes. One of the coolest looks ever. But can you imagine? And you know, she did. I think we did one, maybe two tours with this gal, and I'm not kidding you. Anytime she goes anywhere, she gets asked about it.
So she got
Yeah, it's cool.
different eye colors?
It's two different eye colors. Super beautiful, super cool looking. Don't get me wrong, but man, after just hanging out for a few weeks, and you see every single server, every single person she encounters go, "Oh my gosh, are you wearing contacts? Are those naturally two colored eyes? You know, because it's so different looking that I think it would not be worth the juice. Ain't worth the squeeze."
Cross the T's and dot the
I don't know.
lowercase
For me,
j's.
She was always nice about it, but I bet you by the time she's 40 or 50, she's sick of talking about it.
I'm not taking a chance of somebody putting a needle in my eye.
No, dude.
Yeah,
I don't even want to, like, I have 20/20 right now. I'm sure it's going to go away soon. I'm not doing the LASIK. I don't want people probing my eyeballs ever, you know, unless there's like a tumor in there, I guess. But stay out of there. I can't even deal with an eyelash going in there.
Yeah, I can't even put contacts in. I tried.
Right.
I can't do it. I can't touch my eyes. at
Yeah.
all.
It's too much of a risk.
I was touching my eye yesterday. I was driving to Target after work. And I had like my mask. I had my makeup on too long. And you guys don't understand this, but you get like sweat and like mascara in your eyeballs and your eyes start watering. And luckily I always keep these like wipes on me that I can just hurry up and take all my eye makeup off. And so I had like one eye all done up with mascara at Target. The other eye looks like I've been crying out of that eye all day. Freaking disaster.
Looks like you've been wearing like wearing one of the
Monocle?
Yeah, one of those things like on a
Like a
pirate
telescope?
on a pirate ship. They're
Yeah.
like, sheep.
Right.
It's not a telescope. What the heck is that called? Not a periscope either. What is that?
I know what you mean.
Like a sea glass. What?
Pirate periscope.
Spyglass?
Spyglass.
Spyglass, that's it.
Couldn't think of it. Phew. My pirate vocabulary
That's it. I ain't putting no needle in my eye.
evaded me.
Cross my heart and hope to die. All right, here's another one. All right, hey guys, and this is from Am I the Jerk? Hey guys, just wondering if I'm a jerk for accidentally stealing my sister's baby name for my dog and refusing to change it.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
That's terrible.
And
Yeah, that's kind of the
she
worst.
says, just to be fair, I didn't do it on purpose.
Oh.
She had mentioned a while back in passing that she wanted to name her son Charlie when he arrived next month, but the sister says, I guess I forgot. So my husband and I got a Basset Hound puppy last summer. We named him Charlie, totally forgetting that my sister wanted that name for her boy.
That
Now
kind of
she's furious at me because my husband and I refused to change our dog's name because he's trained and 100% knows that's his name. The family split over this. My sister won't speak to me.
If you did Harley, the dog wouldn't even know the difference.
Yeah.
Just say, Harley, come here.
That's true.
Man, I can see both sides. At least it's a name like Charlie. Can you imagine if it was something like, I don't know, kind of different and not as timeless?
Right.
It'd be so on the nose. Just name your kid that anyway, man. You ain't gonna see this dog over after 9 years, and it's not like an everyday thing. It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine, right? Keep the dog name.
Yeah, but I
Who
can understand how
cares?
you'd be a little miffed. You know, you're like, come on, dude.
I'd be more upset if she named her child. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, to Moon's point, the dog is going to pass away within an amount of time. You name
So
your
what?
kid
You got
the same
Charlie
name.
Charlie the kid, Charlie the dog.
Right.
It's funny. Who cares?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, it's
It's not like going to
a
get
big deal.
them confused.
Right. You guys have friends who, before they had kids, they named their pets their kids' names, or they thought they weren't ready to have kids. They had pets. They waste the name on the pet, and then when the kid
You
arrives,
can't name the kid the same thing that your dead pet was.
no, the pet is still alive. And now I have a friend who they
there's
had
two of
they had to get a new name for their kid.
Oh, just because the dog had already had it?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You can't name the kid the same thing as your dog.
Sure
You
you
can't.
can.
Well,
That's odd.
If the name
yeah.
is that good.
It was a good name,
Yeah, like mine.
and it was very
Pokey.
distinct.
Pokey, I could definitely. It's a great name.
Okay, what was that other? Henrietta.
Henrietta, Pokey, Yasha.
Odd, right, Rafe?
But they have the same name.
As your pet.
It's going to make the pet funeral weird.
Yeah.
I'm going to get in touch with mortality really quickly
Do you know anybody?
to bury your pet that bears your name.
Rafe Dean
Let's
the
say, all right,
hamster.
let's use the name Charlie. If you have a dog named Charlie and you have a kid, you name the kid Charlie. Do you know anybody that has the same name
Charlie.
for their pet and their kid?
Cheer up, Charlie.
No, but we did
strange.
we got these two black cats when we were little, and we named them after our uncles,
What? What were their names?
Charlie and Sam.
Charlie and Sam.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah, get over it.
It's weird to like call the pet sitter too if people know you. You know, be like,
Can you come watch Charlie?
but just put Charlie in the cage. He'll be fine. Give him some water. Give him one slice of cucumber.
Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fun. All right. So today is January the 31st, last day of the month. February starts tomorrow. We do have some things to look forward to coming up in the month of February. In sports, the Pro Bowl. I know if Lern's looking forward to that on Sunday.
Every time.
Super Bowl is next Sunday. Daytona 500 and the NBA All-Star Game is on the 16th. MLS Soccer starts back up on the 22nd. And the PGA has two big events in February, the Phoenix Open and then the Genesis Invitational, which is 2 weeks from now. So award season, the big ones include the Grammys on Sunday, the Critics' Choice Awards next Friday, the Spirit Awards on the 22nd, and the Screen Actors Guild Awards on the 23rd. Oscars are March 2nd.
Did Emmys already happen?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Do those still happen? I haven't
Emmys,
heard
yeah.
anything.
The Golden Globes just happened.
Right.
Oh, right.
Nikki Glazer, remember she hosted.
It's the Golden Globes, then the Emmys, then the
Golden Globes,
then the Oscars.
Golden Globes, Grammys, Oscars. I think maybe the
Emmys is last.
The Emmys are in the springtime. I'm not sure.
All I know is
Or
we're watching
September.
we're watching the show called Pachinko, and season 2 I mean, season 1 is fantastic, but season 2 has been some of the greatest TV we've seen in forever.
I'm not getting involved in
It
this.
should win everything. No, and honestly,
I'm not getting
you
involved.
you shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm not
You
gonna.
shouldn't do it. It's in Korean and Japanese, so it's almost like reading. It's like reading a book on TV.
November
this-
24th.
November.
Yeah.
So it already happened.
No, well,
Or
last year's,
it's
but
yet
this
to
year,
happen.
They're that far
Depending on
behind.
how you look at it.
or that far ahead.
There's too much TV coming up this February to list them all, but you got The Voice coming back on Monday, The Masked Singer back on the 12th, Cobra Kai returning the 16th, Yellow Jackets on the 14th, Family Guy, 90 Day Fiancé, The White Lotus back on the 16th.
Oh, yeah.
Season 2 of 1923 starts the 23rd. Season 3 of Full Swing hits Netflix on the 25th, and season 48 of Survivor.
We're living in a golden age of television, guys. When the prices weren't too, I mean, it's going to end pretty soon. When Netflix is just screwing everybody and
I was
doing
thinking about
everything,
that yesterday.
doing everything that they said that they wouldn't do. We're not going to raise prices, and they've raised them 4 times since they said that.
I was having that thought yesterday about podcasting. I love listening to podcasts on Spotify for free. And it's only a matter of time till there's a paywall.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
On everything.
we're going to be right back to paying $200, $300 a month for our TV, like
there, dude.
cable did to us.
We're
Yeah.
there.
But we're at the end of the golden age of the consumer is getting the value.
Yep.
Because TV is friggin'
Well, I was-
fantastic right now.
Yeah, and I was pissed yesterday, and I know it doesn't sound like I pay for Amazon Prime, and then I went back and rewatched the whole Fleabag yesterday because it's I think it's one of the
That's
best
great.
shows it's been written.
Never
in.
saw it.
Oh, you would love it.
I think it's the best written show probably in the last.
What is that
20
on
years.
Prime, you said?
It's on Prime. It's short. You could probably binge it in a day. It's 2 seasons and done.
Yeah, one of
Very,
those
excellent
awards, though.
writing, excellent show. But I was like, I'm going to rewatch this because I saw I saw a clip from it on Instagram. I'm like, man, I haven't watched that show in a while, and it was so well written, and it was great. I sat at home yesterday afternoon and watched the whole show. But there were commercials, and I go, why are there commercials on Amazon Prime? I pay for Prime every year. They take $100 out every year, and I think it's like
120
150, 120 now. And now, so I went in, and it's like, oh, you have to pay an extra $2.99 a month for no ads. And I'm just like,
You gonna spring for it?
no. I'm about to cancel Prime because I'm like, dude, you've nickel and dime me too. Like, Bezos needs more money.
Right.
You need more money, dude. Where does it end? Like,
will
nickel
never
and
end.
diming the hell out of us for.
Well, now it's worth it almost to go back to cable.
Well,
Yeah.
I know.
we're ditching Netflix, and I'm not going to tell the family.
You know what? That's a good thing.
See how long it takes for them to notice.
I
That's
might
a
do
good.
it, too.
That's a good experiment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how long it takes them to notice.
I got some news coming up in Crap On that will make me want Netflix, but I could take a couple months off.
We're
Yeah.
taking a
You know?
we're taking a break from it.
And that's the thing. There's no loyalty. So if you drop it now and you want it 2 months from now, it's not like you're going to miss out on that great
Right.
deal you were grandfathered in
Oh,
on.
they're going to do something for that sort of mentality too, though. They're
Yeah,
going to
well-
they're going to make you lock in.
And by the way, I said Survivor comes back the 26th. The 3 big movies arrive on Valentine's Day: Captain America: Brave New World, Paddington and Peru. They both hit theaters on the 14th, and Bridget Jones: Mad About the Boy. That premieres on Peacock the same day. And for the holidays, big ones: Valentine's Day. Again, that's on the 14th. President's Day the 17th. National Pizza Day the 9th. February 22nd is National Margarita Day. February is Black History Month. We've also got Groundhog Day this coming Sunday, which is Scott's favorite holiday next to Arbor
He
Day.
loves it.
That's right.
Loves Groundhog Day.
You know what else I watched yesterday, dude, that we have in common that I want to defend? Because you're Seinfeld.
Yes.
Aficionado. I watched the finale because everybody bags on it pretty hard. We talked about it on the air. And I'm like, I kind of want to defend it because everybody hated it because they had a courtroom thing and they all went to jail at the end of the show and everybody thought it was a stupid ending. But I was like,
It was great.
looking back on it now, I'm like, they were honoring all of the side characters. Like, how else are you
Yes.
going to get all of these wonderful side
Right.
characters
I mean,
into
everybody-
the finale?
Yeah, they brought Babu back in.
Yeah, they needed
You know,
a place where they could get everyone in one room and to honor them, to be like, these are what made this show great, were all these guest appearances like The Dentist by Bryan Cranston, and
Soup Nazi.
Babu and the Soup Nazi and the Terry Hatcher. Like, they're real and they're fabulous. And I was like, you know,
It
I
was a
don't-
device to bring them
it
all back.
was, and I get why people didn't like it at the time, but I'm like, looking back and having watched the show is like one of my security blanket shows I watch all the time. I'm like, I get why they did it.
Now, Moon, are you saying it's great because everybody hates it?
I thought it was actually great because finally in this, not only that, I
Are
think
you just being a contrarian?
no, I enjoyed it when I watched
it. Was good. I didn't think it was great.
Well, I just thought it was funny that
Great.
everything finally caught up to him.
I thought it, and that was going to be my second point. Is I think Rafe is totally right. It was genius how they did all this kind of stuff, and it was basic, but it was good. And then finally, this group who's just been some of the most detestable characters
They get their comeuppance.
ever on television, never ever has to suffer any punishment. Finally, it ends with them in a jail cell.
Yeah, I think it was good. I'm not
wonderful.
I've never hated on it. Great. I don't know. Great is reserved for. I don't know. I don't think of what's a great ending. See, I thought the Breaking Bad ending was okay.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I think
Night
it was
Court.
great.
I thought that was great.
I would throw the previous aforementioned show. I like shows that had an arc. Fleabag had a great ending. She didn't milk it. She told the story and she was out. And I thought it was really well done. I mean, everyone liked Newhart, right? Wasn't Newhart the
Newhart was a great ending.
people like
Or it was
Cheers?
a dream.
I don't. Yeah.
Cheers
the
had a
lights
great
off,
ending.
That was
That was all right. That was all right.
I think it was great. I didn't say.
People like
I don't think it's
Friends.
incredible. It didn't break any ground or anything. But I thought, like, how else could you do it
Yeah, but
and
that's why I thought it was good.
satisfy what needed to be satisfied?
That was good.
Yeah, and if you binge it too, the ending is way better put together than the first season.
Of Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Yeah. The first season of Seinfeld's a mess.
Yeah, like it's still good and
Still good.
and it fits.
It's very dated. Very dated. All right, so I just want to go over some of these Groundhog Day facts for you.
Yes.
Well, because this is not going to be good on Monday. So Groundhog Day is Sunday. Don't put too much stock in Punxsutawney Phil. His prediction. He's been making them since 1886, and he's only been right 39% of the time. So you'd be better off flipping a coin. But that said, the Groundhog Club claims he's never wrong. They say it's their fault for misinterpreting his language, groundhogese.
Was it last year that that he bit somebody or died or something? Wasn't there?
No, that was in New Jersey. I think the mayor or somebody of a town dropped him
And killed him.
and killed him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, because there are different groundhogs and different predictors.
I think I'm gonna go on my porch. This is Sunday, right? Groundhog Day's on Sunday. Mm-hmm. I think on Sunday. What time do they do it? Like 10 noon. What time?
It's usually in the morning.
Okay, I'm gonna get up, put a top hat on, and I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna pull
Do it.
Mr. Gray out of his heated A-frame house, and I'm gonna see if he sees his shadow. And
if
I'm
he-
gonna tell you
if he scratches the hell out of you, that
yeah,
means
then we
6
got
more weeks
6
of
more
winter.
weeks of winter.
You have to do this.
I
Are
am
you
doing
posting
it.
this?
I'm gonna go live on the socials on Sunday morning.
Yeah.
On the Rizz Show
that
socials.
is
Now they used to eat Punxsutawney Phil after he made his prediction. They would serve him up after
I hate
the
people,
first
man.
official Groundhog Day in 1887.
What the hell's wrong with
Are
everybody?
you for real?
Yeah, they said he was
God.
quite tender.
Oh my Lord.
I don't like this. Sweet little groundhog just trying to tell us what's up with weather.
No wonder his
and then we
predictions
eat 'em?
were wrong. The dude had a heavy heart. That was Dead Man Walking.
Right.
What's already groundhog?
Now, despite the fact that they used to eat him, the Groundhog Club claims he's immortal. He supposedly drinks something called the elixir of life every summer, and that's why they've been using the same groundhog all these years. He's got a wife, Phyllis. Is his
Phyllis.
wife.
It's the best.
I knew that.
But so Phil drinks the elixir of life, but she does not, and she is not immortal. During Prohibition, Phil threatened to take drastic action. He said that if they didn't let him have a drink, he'd impose 60 more weeks of winter.
Okay.
So,
right.
so you know where they do it? Where do they do it? Gobbler's Knob. That's right.
Yeah, baby.
It attracts thousands of people.
This is stupid.
The record was around 40,000 in 2020. Then the next year was 0. They did it in virtually in 2021 because of COVID.
Phil's an alcoholic.
But before the Bill Murray movie came out,
Nobody cared about this.
nobody
holiday.
cared about it.
Right.
Wow. So Harold Ramis put this thing on the map.
Before Bill Murray came out with that movie 30 years ago, only around 2,000 people were showing up for it. But now they get, 40, 50,000 people.
Ned?
Ned?
Ned Ryerson?
Ned Ryerson? Phil?
Needle-nosed Ned.
Phil Connors?
I love it when he's in the truck with that thing and The things
Don't drive angry.
Don't drive angry.
He drives and he kills him and then he gets to live again.
Now, speaking of the movie, there was a guy, some nutcase, watched it every day for a full year, and he wrote about it. Like, he wrote about his experience watching Groundhog Day every day for a full year.
It's a perfect movie.
And he went through 4 stages while watching it. He said the first month was fun, and he focused on the story. But after that, he knew the movie so well, all he could do was zone in on tiny details. Like, for example, there's a kid in a wheelchair in the background of a hospital scene, and he realized it's the same kid Bill Murray starts catching every day when he falls out of a tree.
Nice.
Oh, cool. Little,
That's
what do they call
awesome.
that? A little Easter egg.
The third stage started 6 months in after he'd basically memorized the entire thing. He says watching the movie was pretty miserable at that point, and he was talking to the characters as it played. But the fourth stage came around month 9 when he started to enjoy it again for some reason, partly because he was talking about it with other fans. Oh, that sounds like his final viewing was a big relief, though. He celebrated it by watching at a movie theater. He will never again watch this movie.
He could probably make it again perfectly from memory.
And they better not. That's one of those movies you better not. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Don't you dare.
And the
make a
story
sequel.
goes that Bill Murray and Harold Ramis hated each other because of this movie.
Really?
That's why they never talked to each other after. Apparently, Bill Murray was such a giant pain in the ass.
Is that Andy McDowell?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hot
Dude.
ass Andy McDowell.
I didn't get her when I was younger.
I didn't either.
The older I get, the more I'm like, good God, what a stunning woman.
Oh, hey,
Gorgeous.
look up her daughter, too. Her daughter's,
Yes.
I think, a model.
She
An
is.
actress, too, right?
An
I think
actress.
she was in something recently. I don't remember what it
Yeah.
was.
She's a smoke show, too.
Smoke show.
That's right, I said it.
Dude, she's got like pure silver hair now. There's some of the most beautiful silver hair you've ever
I don't know
seen.
what she looks like now.
She's still smoke show.
She's so cool too. Like that show. Oh man, it's
Look
gonna,
at this gal. Holy smokes.
right. We all can just hope to be as gorgeous as Andy McDowell. when
Holy
we're grown.
cow.
sign me up.
Let's see her daughter.
Yeah, let's see your
That's
daughter.
so
Right.
creepy sounding.
Go for it.
To hell with this
You
age
did it.
appropriate
Yeah,
woman.
let's see your kid. Now, her kid's gorgeous, too.
Her daughter looks.
Yeah, what was she in, Rafe? I
Oh,
just
she's an
watched
actress.
something.
Yeah, she looks familiar.
She was in. You know what she was in? Quentin Tarantino's
Oh, yeah.
the Sharon Tate story.
Yes.
She plays the hitchhiker that
Right.
gets in the car with what's his
Isn't
face?
she in
Brad Pitt.
Substance?
And she's in Substance. Yes, that's right.
Right.
Yeah, she's pretty. She's killing it. She's in something else too. She was just in another huge movie that did great.
You talking about the last Tarantino film with
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah,
She was in that?
Yeah, she
Yeah,
plays the
she's-
hitchhiker
yeah.
from the ranch.
Oh, really?
One of the girls,
the
yeah.
one of
of
the
the
she like
Manson
hates.
girls.
Right.
Yeah.
No kidding.
All right, before we move on, we moved offices yesterday, and I'm going through some paperwork, and I found my list of how trashy of a human are you,
Great.
and I forgot I made this list up. So on a scale, I'm going to read you a scenario on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being not trashy, 10 being the trashiest thing you could do, 10 being the trashiest human you could be.
Okay.
You tell me what on the scale are you? Not tipping your server when dining out, especially if the service was fine.
10.
10. 1.
Wait.
1
10
not,
is the worst. The
10 is the
trashiest.
worst.
Oh, and you're saying me?
Yeah.
What would you give it on the
Oh,
trashy
what would
scale?
you give it? Oh, okay, yeah. That's a 9.
A 9.
I think so. 8 or 9, yeah. I got to reserve it.
I mean, I'm reserving my 9s and 10s for, very, very, very bad stuff.
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go 8.
That's 10 to me. Somebody's waiting on you and you're a prick about it. No thanks.
it's,
Rafe?
12.
12.
Whoa.
Give it a 12.
But what if this person? Have you ever had a situation where the server was just, absolutely atrocious? Like almost.
said the service was
If
fine.
the service was fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. 9.
9. 9.
I take it
9.
back. I take it back.
Scott?
Yeah, I think this speaks deeply to the person and shows their true character. So I'm going 10. I think they're just ornery.
I'm going to give this a 7.
Really?
Yeah, I am.
I understand.
I can't wait to see what a 10 for you is.
Dude, we had I don't know, man.
This list.
You had it happen to you. You may not feel that way.
Maybe I've never.
But also, I think
I'm a
it depends on the person's age. If it's like an 85-year-old that gives you a $1.50 tip, you're kind of like,
This is stiffing them.
I had it happen. I did an 8.5 hour. I caddied for this rich a-hole for 8.5 hours, 18 hours. It was, 18 holes. It was over 100 degrees. And and his 3 friends wanted to take a cart and not a caddy, which basically meant I was caddying for them as well. And I got $5.
Dude, there's a lady that came in Lori's all the time. And every Monday we had a steak. It was a good deal, dude. It was like a happy hour deal where you got like a 12-ounce sirloin, a baked potato, and some vegetables for like $12. And it was a good steak. It was very, very good. She would get that and an iced tea, and she would pay down to the penny. Never tipped once, not once. And she'd come in, and we'd all be like, God, don't sit in my say. You know, and then finally one girl I worked with read her the riot act. And I was like, I can't believe you just did that. But, man, we were all like, we wanted to applaud her.
She did it for you guys.
So she was like, I raised my kids on this money. And she's like, I don't have the budget to tip you. And she's like, you could not order your iced tea
or you
leave us $1 or leave us $2.
You need to factor in tipping when you go out to dinner.
I agree, especially if you're going to go out and have steak once a week.
All right. Not returning borrowed money and pretending you forgot.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
That's 100% a 10. You dishonest. I mean, you're not. Now you're not a friend. You're
not
you're
returning
a liar.
borrowed money and pretending you forgot.
Now you're not a friend. You're a liar and you're a thief.
That's
10,
an 8.
10, 10.
8 for me.
I'll give that an 8.
Kind of want to try this with student loans. Just be like, yeah, I forgot.
I forgot.
Oh, honestly, I don't remember borrowing that money, so I don't think I owe it to you.
I need a number, Rafe.
Is this a personal loan, I'm assuming?
Not returning borrowed money, pretending you forgot.
Yeah, that's an 8.
8. Scott.
I'm going to say it's a strong, man. Actually, I'm going to go 10.
10.
Yeah.
Stealing flowers from a cemetery to use as a gift.
Oh, my.
That's a 6.
6?
Yeah, that's a 6. What do they need it
That's
for?
a 7 for me. Rafe.
3.
3. That's Scott.
That's crazy.
I was going to say 1.
1. Stealing flowers from a cemetery to
they're not
use as
gonna
a
be
gift.
upset.
Victimless crime.
Are you goth? Because that matters. So I'm going to say it's 5.
5. Okay.
I stole these off of a grave for you.
Because I like so much.
Not wiping down gym equipment after using it.
Ew.
I mean, you got to take care of your own area,
It
too.
happens a lot. It happens a lot.
But if you see it and you're like, oh, this is gross, you wipe it down yourself.
wipe it down.
It's 5. for
It's a
me.
5.
5.
It is trash behavior.
It is.
Well, I'm going to say, as a true life hunk, I'm going to say it's a 7.
7.
Since I'm always at the gym, you know?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I'm going to go 5 because I'm a pre-wiper. I'm a pre-post wipe. And I just assume it's behavior that everyone's doing.
And also, sometimes I don't care. That makes me a real trash person, right? Like if I sit down on a machine and a girl didn't wipe her butt sweat off of where I'm sitting my sweaty
Sniff
ass.
it.
Whoa.
You grind
just sit
yourself
down.
into it?
Yeah.
Ew.
I don't care, dude. I'm taking a shower later.
Hell yeah.
Not holding the elevator door when you see somebody coming.
Hilarious.
See, now this is one of those, it's a distance thing, you know?
Do I know these people?
No, you see them clearly hustling to the door, and you go, I can't reach the,
You do the fake button push? Yeah.
All right. You're just,
Oh,
get me out of here.
Give me a number.
Okay, that's 5 for me.
4.
Okay.
That's 4.
4. Rafe.
3.
3. Scott.
Yeah, I'm going to go, I'll say 4.
Stealing somebody's food delivery from their front door.
That's
Oh, gosh.
10. I'm hangry and lazy. It's a 10.
Yeah, it's a 10. You're trespassing. You're thieving.
See, I reserve like 9s or 10s for like carjacking.
Oh, come on.
This is the same
come
thing. This is
on.
food
That's
jacking.
extreme. This
On
is
your
food
property.
jacking,
Food
yeah.
jacking.
I'm going to give this an 8.
As long if it was like a peasant boy from the 1800s that's trying to feed his family.
Oh,
I'm cool
Oliver
with it.
Twist
Yeah,
is
Oliver
robbing you?
Twist. I'm down. But if it's my neighbor Tony, what are you doing? You know, yeah,
10?
10.
Rafe.
Yeah, 10 for sure.
10. Scott.
10 all the way.
10.
Yeah, we don't fool around with our food, man.
All right. Peeing in somebody's pool and laughing about it.
Ooh, 10 all the way. What are you doing, dude? I hate it.
Peeing in a pool and then laughing about it. Rafe.
Well, laughing about it,
Again,
Interesting.
that adds into the trashy behavior part of it.
That's probably a 9.
A 9. That's a 7.
If it's,
So gross.
I know who's not coming in my pool anytime soon.
It's still trash. I mean, it's still on the upper end of the trashy behavior.
I'll say 8.
8. Scott.
Yeah, I'll say 8. That's a good number for that.
Lern?
I said 10.
10. Oh, that's right. Not tipping a valet and blaming it on, quote, not having any cash.
Yeah, that sucks. I went through the car wash the other day, and they got the kids that wipe down your car. I rolled down my window. I go, I have no cash. Do not touch my car. And I just kept, he was like, it's okay.
Nah, you can't.
I've been accidentally guilty of this a time or two, so I'm in defense of my lapse of judgment mistakes. I'm going to say 6 on this.
6? I think that's about right. That's a 6.
It's an 8.
8 for you.
I'm going to go in the middle at a 7 because I think we got to have a cashless option.
Yeah.
Because if that's the real reason, because I've been caught in that situation before where I'm like tipped out and I'm like, man, I've tipped the bell. I tipped the bellhop that took my, I've tipped 3 people since I've been here. I'm out of cash. And a lot of the good ones will be like, I got Venmo. Also, you got a Venmo, you got something like that, and I'll just Venmo and be like, hey, here's for the whole week. Here's $25. I'm going to be valeting in and out. And they usually appreciate that.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
So it's a little on them, and I'm going to go 7.
Okay, 7. Scott?
Yeah, I'll go 6.
And there's a lot of scenarios where you find yourself being forced to valet, like where you can't park, and you weren't prepared for that. You're a plastic guy. You don't carry the cash.
Eating somebody's leftovers in the work fridge.
Oh,
that's an 8.
Again, the hangry and the...
This is a porch pirate situation, right?
I'm going to go 6.
6?
Huh.
I'm going to go
Rizz.
6.
Rizz,
I told you what my scale is.
You
9 and 10 are reserved for carjacking.
I know, but I know you. We all... guys, think about this.
This is carb?
I would
we
never
all
take
know
the
you.
chance.
If I ate your lunch that you have in our fridge in the office...
Although, remember you spilled milk on my pizza?
I did, and I apologize.
Yeah. I ate the last string cheese, and I thought you were going to fire me over it.
Yeah.
And that was the...
I
Okay, I changed my score.
Okay.
Dude, 50% of the sales...
Those were for everybody.
50% of that
Quote,
part of the
unquote.
building, you don't know their names. You just know their faces. And if you walked in and one of them was chowing down on your lasagna you've been thinking about all morning,
I know, you're
and
right.
you would,
Right.
they would,
You're
be,
right.
they would be concussed.
If you saw a video, Joey, walking down the hall, like wiping marinara off of his mouth.
And I go, where's
It's
my
your mom's
lasagna?
meatball.
You're like, I froze some of my mom's lasagna from when she was here visiting.
The last piece.
It's gone.
All right, you're right.
You'd talk about it for
You're
months.
right.
Yep.
You'd be
Okay.
like,
Never get over it.
you would not be at a 6 mad, I can tell you that.
No way.
All right, that's a 9.
Yeah. Good pick.
I'm sorry. Corey brings up a good point about the peeing in the pool. Standing out of the side of the pool, peeing in it is a 10.
That's how I viewed it.
Oh,
That's
for
when you
sure.
said it.
But
that's
yet
how I thought you
peeing
meant it.
inside the pool is a 5.
I like to imagine the guy who's doing that is what's his face from oh God, the movie where what's the guy from Pedro Pascal when he's in the car and he's high as hell and he's looking at his co-host and he's smiling and they're on acid and they're driving.
Nicolas Cage?
The
Yes.
unbearable weight of-
Crushing weight,
Yes.
massive talent.
That's what I imagine the face of the man looks like when he's peeing in somebody's pool.
But
So
but
that-
Corey's right though. It's way different if you see somebody on the side, like
Right.
on the deck, like peeing in it, as
Yeah.
opposed to somebody being in the. It's the same thing.
Exactly. So if that's a 10 and in the pool is a 5, which is totally accurate, then you just have to take the median at 7.5.
Yeah, I think
There's a
that's right.
great sketch on a show called Dress Up Gang, which had Andy McDowell in it, because she's so cool. These dorky comedians just asked her agent, like, we want an Andy McDowell to pretend like she lives in our apartment complex. We were looking for an Andy McDowell type, and they were like, let's just ask Andy. And she was like, yeah, I'll do it. And she did it for, like, union scale. They said she was, like, the coolest person in the world. But they have one where this guy's been in the pool for, like, 2 hours, and the guy that owns the pool is like, hey, man, you've been in there a while. And he goes, yeah, Holmes, I love it in here. He's like, you've had, like, 9 or 10 beers. I've been counting. He goes, yeah, I'm getting a little tipsy, my man. And he goes, you peeing in the pool, Frank? And he goes, nah, man, I'm not peeing in the pool. And he goes, it's impossible that you could hold it. And he just starts slowly chugging the beer. And he's like, I got a huge bladder, buddy. And it just becomes a standoff where he won't get out of the pool.
He's
'Cause
right,
I think about
though.
that sometimes. You see somebody that's been in the pool a while, you're like,
Drinking beers.
Yep.
pounding beers, hasn't gotten out in like an hour and a half. And I'm like, they're peeing.
Yeah, if you have a friend over to go swimming and they haven't asked where the bathroom is in the first hour,
Yeah, they definitely peeing in
it's over, buddy. You got 3 bladders full in your pool.
What if you're peeing on someone you don't like in the pool? Does that change it?
It's still peeing in the pool.
Say you're
What
at a
if you're on a
hotel.
balcony?
Remember the
Trashy
person that yelled at
behavior.
your wife at a hotel at all inclusive? What if you snuck up and peed on that guy? just as like a little revenge moment. I think you get a pass on that.
It's still trashy.
Yeah.
Like, this is the trashy scale.
All right, you're right.
Listen, I'll get down in there in the muck and the mire. I don't care.
While you're taking vengeance, I'm over here trying to, swim in the deep end.
Yeah, somebody else is in
still
there.
paying a price.
All right, breaking into somebody's car for loose change. That's a 10.
That's a 10.
Yep.
That's a 10.
Think have we all had that happen to us?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
You've never had somebody break into your car and take loose change, and that's it?
Well, if it did, maybe. I didn't know.
I had someone in Alton break into my car, and all they took was an umbrella and half of a lemon lime Gatorade that I already drank out of.
Oh, dude.
And it pissed me off because they left my entire CD collection, and I felt like they were judging my taste.
That's so funny because I was just going to say the right down the road here at the church that I went to when I was a kid, our youth group pastor got his car broken into, and he was so upset, not because of the broken windows, not because of the money, not because of any of that, but because they did take his CD binder. They took his CDs, and he was like, it was the tragedy that befell him that decade, that they took his CDs.
All my jars of clay.
Yeah.
Striper, gone.
Oh, my delirious, the waiting.
One more. Using fake disability claims to get special parking privileges.
Oh,
it's a 10.
I think that's smart. I'm going to say
You know how I feel about that.
Say it again.
Using fake disabilities to get special parking privileges.
Don't get me started, man.
You're asking for it, by the way.
I don't even love when they use real disabilities that don't really prevent, like, parking. You know what I mean? Some people take that placard and use it for that when there's nothing. The disability is not a physical disability impeding them from walking from their car.
Yeah.
I had a friend that was deaf, and he would use it to park there, and I'd be like, you're kind of abusing it, man. You're abusing it a little bit. I love you.
Listen, we got to take a break, but first. And that is brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Check out the all-new Hot Shots Lindbergh, your new home for sports in South County. Get all the info at hotshotsnet.com. From Morrow, Illinois, David Williams is our... David, loyal Rizz Show listener, weirdo, has been loving the additions of both Lern and Rafe over the past couple of years. Can't wait to catch up on some of your stand-up shows this year, Rafe.
Well, bad news, bud. You're going to have to wait a while. I just did...
Maybe you could watch Rafe's special.
Yes, you could do that. And in the fall, I'll be back.
Always keeps fresh weirdo stickers on his fleet of vehicles, guitars, and amps, and always makes an effort to tune into the show whenever he is traveling. David Williams from Morrow is our Team Rizz Member of the Day. Get super sweet Team Rizz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up, 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, 7:18. It is Friday, traveling weather, and then we got a crap on celebrities. Teas coming up. Moon's coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Looks like on St. Louis's Autobahn, it's 70 westbound over in North City. Right lane is blocked due to a crash now, 70 westbound at Grand Boulevard. Your point forecast, 30% chance for brief showers this afternoon, high of 55. Right now it is 47 at the Point Studio.
All right, Lern, what do you got for us?
We're going to give you a taste of Fire Aid if you missed it last night. More people come forward against Diddy. Who got their butt pierced this week? And who is America fantasizing about when they... Joe.
Huh.
Yeah.
King Scott, this could be your year. We got that. We got your crappy birthdays, the porno birthday, all that and more next in your Crap on Celebrity. Stay there.
Donnie Fandango from 105.7 The Point. Very happy to be joined by Dan Reynolds, frontman of Imagine Dragons. And Dan, we have a lot to talk about, but you are involved in one of my favorite life moments, and I have to tell you about it. And I've been wanting to tell you about it since it happened. It came up in my memories about 3 years ago this past weekend, and I had a chance to take, at that time, my 10-year-old daughter to see you guys live. My daughter's now 13, and some days are rough. And she's an amazing girl.
A new life, a new career. You hate what you're doing. You hate who you're working for or with. You just want to, I don't know, feel like you're stuck. Dead-end job, making the same amount of money. What are you going to be doing in 5 years? It's going to be the same job for the same amount of money. How about a new career in technology? And Centric is a training program that gets you ready for a career in technology in just 4 months. Months, not years, 4 months. Think about it. You could be ready for a new career, a new job, maybe more pay in 4 months by the summertime. Maybe you just got out of the military, you're looking for a civilian job, or even just trying to figure out what to do next. Centric's got you. A lot of those skills you learned in the military will transfer to your new career in technology. And also, Centric's classes provide structure and routine, which lead to a successful learning environment. You could use your GI Bill, your VA benefits, use it to fund your education. Learn about the cloud and hacking and password cracking, digital forensics, and many more technologies. When you call him up, ask for Patrick Nealon. He will take wonderful care of you. So let's get going. Centric.com/Rizz, CENTRIQ.com/Rizz.
Hey, it's Jeff Britton backstage at the pageant, and Nick and Peanut from 311 gracing us with their presence yet again. Thank you guys for taking the time. Appreciate it. St. Louis absolutely freaking loves you guys.
Yeah, how fast did this sell out? It sold out really
super fast.
Yeah.
Super fast.
We're stoked. We heard about that.
Yeah, so thank you for coming in, man. What is, I was looking up, especially you, Nick, before you guys came up here, 49 turning 50 in 2020. You guys have been doing this forever, and I'm the same way. I'm 52. Just a quick story that nobody cares about. First time I ever saw you guys was like 91 in Springfield, Missouri. Blacktop of a parking lot of a place called the Regency Showcase, under a tent. No, you would remember that?
Yeah, what was that band we always used to play with there?
It wasn't Big Joel Carr, but something Royale.
Slugworth,
Well,
maybe?
Slugworth was like a Springfield band, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. You guys remember that stuff.
Legendary.
And so I started
Legendary, dusty
legendary.
memories.
I started in radio in Springfield down there in '87, something like that. So I'm one of the relics, and I'm the guy that loves radio, and I'm the guy that has struggled through everything, and now I'm doing okay. You guys went from doing parking lots to arenas to amphitheaters like the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater to selling out places like this real quickly. Do you guys remember the struggle, and is it cool to know where you are right now because of that struggle?
Yeah, I mean, we put in the legwork. We always wanted to be more of a grassroots thing that wasn't a media creation, but just having a direct relationship with our fans, building it up through touring. And, we weren't embraced by the industry at first, which I guess was a blessing in hindsight, because now we have a really good foundation from touring, and so we don't have a lot of ups and downs. But yeah, those were great times. As we're going into our 30th year here,
Crazy.
We've got on June 10th will be the 30-year anniversary of our very first show, which was in Omaha, opening for Fugazi. So we're planning a bunch of special things to commemorate 30 years together.
Anything that you can tell us about now, or do you want to keep it under wraps until a later date?
Well, the only thing that has been announced is that the 311 Day is now expanding to 3 days in Vegas. So come join us.
Yeah, and there's a lot of information about 311 Day every year on Twitter and social media and stuff, and especially you, Peanut, a great follow on Twitter, at least. I love the stuff that you retweet, because I find things that are in your brain that I would never know without social media.
It's weird, right? Like we're if it's one big mind, it's fun having conversations with everybody, and then we all spit it out and we all kind of relate in one way or the other. If it's direct or not. But yeah, it's so much fun. I love did you see the Cybertruck animation that I threw
Yes.
up?
Oh my gosh, I was going to bring that up.
Yeah.
So I love it so
It's
much.
like, that's perfect. Yeah, that's how I want to go to school.
And
drop the kids off.
And speaking of the evolution from 91 or 87 to now, social media makes it so much easier to be with your guys' fans, and you guys take advantage of that. That's amazing.
Yeah, we just keep creating content, and also we've sort of our guitar tech that handles me and Peanut's instruments. He runs the 311 Tour Instagram, which does a lot of the backstage stuff. So for the hardcore fans that want every little nugget, that's another good follow there. But yeah, it's just it democratizes the culture, where before you had to wait for a record deal and stuff like that. But now people can just do it from the ground up.
Have you noticed that since it was, now that it's not, let's put out a record and try to get a record deal, and then once that record deal is there, everybody thinks you made it once you had a record deal, right? Everybody thinks you made it. Is it more fun now that you guys have to do a lot of the legwork yourself?
I mean, that's what Capricorn, our first label, told us would be the plan anyway, is just go out and put on a great show. And it was pretty much just keep doing what you're doing, because we love being on.
All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow, 1057thepoint.com. Friday fail stories coming up. Rafe's Memoriam. We'll play a contest I'll call the 1 second song game, where I will play you 1 second of a song. You have to tell me what the song is. And we'll go around the room.
Fun.
We're going to go around the room for it. Give away some fabulous prizes. We got Incubus tickets, Shinedown tickets, Point Fest tickets, and Coding Cambria tickets. Speaking of bands, headline local band among victims of storage unit theft in Valley Park. That's a bummer. Yeah, this was from Fox 2. A stunning crime spree at a local storage facility throughout several units broken into overnight Wednesday. Renters have lost expensive items and personal belongings. Around 20 units were broken into, leaving some musicians and renters scrambling to recover what was stolen. And they have a story of a guy named Don Lash, a renter at Storage Rentals of America. Says his band, the Retro Lovers, lost a prized American-made electric guitar worth $1,500.
Dang it! So how does that work with insurance? Like, is the place insured? Are you screwed? Did you sign something and the fine print says if something gets stolen, it's
we
not
had our
our
stuff
bag?
in a storage unit for a while. I don't even remember.
Like, how does it work? Especially since there are so many independent storage facilities now.
Yeah, those things are popping up. They're really it's a cheap business to run.
I imagine
Car washes and storage units.
I imagine they don't take the liability of it because
You don't
they're not.
think so?
They don't have 24/7 access. A lot of or 24/7 security or surveillance. I bet.
But I think that's what you're paying for with some of them.
Yeah, maybe the upper scale ones, I guess. But like this is in Valley Park. Does it say where the storage unit was?
Storage Rentals of America. So I don't know exactly where it is, but
Like our band had a huge one, and
How would
and it was, I mean, it was fenced and barbed wired, and it was 24-hour access, but like, big fence, big security, that kind of thing. And I felt like that's what we were paying for.
Right.
Well, how would they, as a company, and I'm genuinely curious if anybody knows, email the show, without them knowing what's in there, without you revealing what you're storing, how would they ever be able to ensure that?
The value.
The value, you know what I mean? Like if you're, because you just go to your storage unit
Great
and
point.
put in and take out whatever you want.
Great
so
point.
like for all they know, it's gold bullion in there.
yeah,
Or it's your
it
old
may
dirty
be one of
laundry.
those will insure up to a certain amount of money.
That's what I'm curious about.
That's a great point.
Because there's no way they're paying. You know how much insurance?
My
that
Mona
costs?
Lisa was in there.
Oh, we had 50,
Exactly, dude.
We had 50 to 100 grand worth of equipment in there, and the people next to us, it was a chip company, so they they had
Yeah.
chips,
What kind of
Potato chips?
potato chips.
like riblets?
No, it was a big
Storage
company.
Because you'd be breaking in there in no time if there's
Yeah,
red hot riblets.
I don't know if I should say the name of it
Oh.
because whatever. But like, yeah, they were storage facility. The truck was there every single day. That's where they
Rhymes with Tritos.
Well, this guy says the thieves muscled their way into the main building, pried open locker doors, left their PA system in the hallway before just getting away with a guitar.
Dang.
He says they had at least 20 grand worth of equipment in the unit. The video, the facility does have video surveillance and a keypad entry system.
And
They're not sure how they got in.
a piece of paper that says, "Sorry, you're SOL."
Yeah,
They
that
got a
sucks.
GoFundMe or anything?
I didn't see it.
Okay.
But this is the band, the Retro Lovers. They're known for covering 60s and 70s hits at festivals like Oktoberfest. Been using that unit, that particular storage unit for rehearsals for years. Mm-hmm. So that sucks.
Oh, wow.
You know what's crazy too? You said like there's 20 of them. There's probably 10 of those people don't even know it.
Yeah,
They don't
there's
even know
like
they got
more.
robbed yet.
Yeah, I don't. We had the storage facility. I didn't go visit it every week.
Right. Like, I mean, it's only a certain type of person that's going on a regular basis at all.
I mean, that's
So-
why they have storage wars, because most people forget they
They forget to have them.
Yeah.
That's right, Storage Wars. All right, today is January the 31st. Back in the day, 160 years ago today in 1865, the 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution abolished slavery in America. It was ratified in 1865 on December 6th. 85 years ago, in 1940, the first Social Security check was issued to one Ida Mae Fuller in Vermont. The check was for $22.54. 64 years ago, in 1961, Ham the Chimp, the first animal the U.S. sent into space, was launched 157 miles above Earth. He did not die. After a 16-minute-and-a-half flight, Ham's space capsule was recovered from the ocean before he could drown. It was his only flight. Ham lived the rest of his life in a cushy zoo, and a human astronaut went up into space 3 months later.
What's he doing now?
He's dead.
Well, you said he didn't die.
From that.
Oh.
Okay.
37 years ago, 1988, The Wonder Years premiered on ABC. That lasted until 1993. And didn't we learn recently that the show was apparently shut down because of Fred Savage and the brother being
Really?
pervy?
Oh.
Is that true?
Jason Hervey was pervy.
Fred Savage was pervy.
The show was apparently shut down as a reaction to unsubstantiated sexual misconduct allegations against a then 16-year-old Fred Savage and 20-year-old Jason Hervey.
Oh, man.
36 years ago, 1989, Warrant releases their debut record, the very excellent Dirty, Rotten, Filthy, Stinkin' Rich. 35 years ago, 1990, the first McDonald's opens in the Soviet Union. And 26 years ago, 1999, Family Guy premieres on Fox. And that's what happened back in the day. You know, a lot of people saying the storage unit is not, it does not cover anything. You have to have, your homeowners or renters typically, your policy will cover a storage unit.
Interesting.
Oh.
That makes more sense.
Colin, yeah, does insurance law. Your homeowners or renters typically covers a storage unit. Well, thanks. A bunch of people, thank you for that. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
And it's brought to you by Cordell & Cordell. Don't let divorce take more than it has to. Well, late last night, late for us, I guess, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, Fire Aid, the benefit happened in L.A. An all-star lineup performed at two different venues, the Intuit Dome and the Forum in L.A., raising money for victims of the recent wildfires. Red Hot Chili Peppers, Jelly Roll, Billie Eilish, Joni Mitchell, among so many others, took the stage, and I made a little mix.
I heard you working on this morning.
So-
Did you watch any of it?
No, I didn't. It started at 8:55. I was in bed by 8:30. I didn't, but I want to watch it.
You were all
tonight.
gung-ho about this.
I know. I'm going to watch it tonight. I'm excited. And this isn't any part of like the Nirvana audio. I didn't get to that, but this is who was,
What Nirvana audio?
well, Chris, Pat, and Dave came out. Dave Grohl's first appearance since The Baby. And he had St. Vincent, Kim Gordon from Sonic Youth, Joan Jett, and his daughter Violet Grohl came out to sing Nirvana songs. So they did.
That's neat.
St.
kinda
Vincent
cool.
did Breed. Kim Gordon came out to sing School, Territorial Pissings from Joan Jett, and then All Apologies was sung by Violet Grohl.
Oh, that's
It was kind of cool.
So I haven't got to listen to that audio yet. But this was a hodgepodge of all the audio that you missed last
okay.
night. Okay.
Let's see if I could figure out who's who.
Okay.
This is the Black Rose.
And Slash doing Zeppelin.
Yeah, no doubts.
No doubts.
Do doots, as they would say in Canada. Do doots. This is not Bob Seger.
It's not Bob. It's Jelly Roll.
Oh, Jelly Roll doing Bob Seger.
And Travis Barker.
John Mayer.
John Mayer doing Tom
He does
Petty.
the coolest free fall. Tina
Lady
Turner.
Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
For 40 years, making rap tone. Ever since Honeys was wearing nice room, that was 25. They clock me, watch me, diamond shot.
Who's this?
Dr. Dre and Anderson .Paak.
Looking like a Rob Liberace. It's all good.
Doing California Love. And our beloved Chili Peppers
Yikes.
doing Danny California. Please
Oh.
stop.
That was them?
Yeah.
You want to hear that again?
Yeah.
I thought they let the janitor just like participate.
Yeah, well, they didn't sound too good, but had to throw them in.
That's fine.
No, but I can't wait to watch the entire Nirvana set. I'm excited. I was just talking this week about how I miss Dave Grohl. I wonder what's up with him. I think it's kind of interesting that Violet came out with her dad. I think that's a soft landing for Dave Grohl.
Well, I mean,
to have the support of one of his oldest daughter to come out.
Well, whatever happened between him and the wife
Yeah.
shouldn't have anything to do with the daughters. It's,
Well, the kids were pissed.
I'm sure.
I mean, so to me, and I think this is a good thing. I'm hopeful that things are going okay in Grohl world. I'm still in my Grohl hole. I love him to pieces. I just want it to be okay. Eddie Vedder of Pearl Jam, Chris Martin of Coldplay, David Byrne, and Bonnie Raitt will be among the acts performing at the SNL 50 Homecoming concert that's happening on Valentine's Day in Radio City Music Hall in New York. It's going to be streamed on Peacock, hosted by Jimmy Fallon. Other acts include the B-52s, Brittany Howard, Jack White, and Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll is everywhere. He's omnipresent. He was at Fire Aid. This weekend, he's doing the firefighters benefit concert. Now he's going to be at this SNL 50.
Strike while the iron's hot.
I know. Sean Diddy Combs, do you guys know? Give me the number that you think, just a rough number, because I don't have the exact number. How many people so far have come forward against Diddy in all of these cases?
29.
29? How many?
51 is the number, and the number shall be 51.
51. Rafe Dean.
I'm going to say 200.
Okay, and then Scott?
Well, I guess I will go. I'm going to say, darn it, I was going to go in the 20s, but now I'll go 95.
95.
Congratulations to King Scott. Being closest without going over. 130 is it's not the exact number, but it is up there. Because back in October, it was 120. And there's more people that have come forward since October. And so he's facing even more allegations as federal prosecutors have added 2 new victims to their case.
Did you hear about that one
You
woman?
count people that have acknowledged they knew about it, like other celebrities, I bet it's real high. Like, they may not be victims, but they're just like, yeah, there's some
I'm talking
crazy-
strictly victims.
Yeah.
There was one accuser I read about. Headline, Diddy accuser alleges he used entire bottle of baby oil in less than 5 minutes. Remember the whole thing? He had a room that was just filled with baby oil?
Right.
This one assistant says that this dude used a lot of baby oil.
Well, this new indictment alleges that Diddy transported all 3 women to engage in prostitution. While the nature of his relationship to these women isn't specific, the feds claim he provided the victims with, among other things, monetary payments, career opportunities, and payment of rent or housing expenses. And prosecutors have also expanded a timeline of the alleged racketeering conspiracy, now claiming that it ran for 20 years, from 2004 to 2024, instead of previously stated from a 2008 start. So this is 20 years that is going against Diddy for these charges of...
He'll never see the light of day.
Racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and violating the Mann Act, which prohibits transporting somebody across state lines for the purpose of prostitution.
So this woman, identified by the pseudonym Nicole, broke her silence in a Rolling Stone interview published on Tuesday of this week. She alleged that she last visited Diddy in July of 2024 when he reportedly shoved 2 pills into her mouth. She claimed the drugs made her black out. She only woke up several hours later in a destroyed room surrounded by empty bottles of baby oil, a hookah, towels, food, and wine bottles.
What a just piece of absolute trash.
man.
Makes my blood boil. Ugh.
Yeah, Diddy's former assistant claims he had to clean up after wild nights. Baby oil is triggering.
Yeah.
What's with this?
Is this Farnsworth? They finally track him down?
Farnsworth Bentley?
Is that the assistant?
No.
With the umbrella?
Yeah.
Yes.
No, not Farnsworth. And what did Farnsworth know?
He
Hopefully
had to know
nothing, because
so
I would like
much.
to leave him in my brain as a lovely man.
Who just holds an umbrella for
Hold an
people.
umbrella, just trying to keep people from the rain.
He's Alfred in this situation, dude. And Alfred knew a lot about what Batman was up to.
This assistant says it's a little triggering for me because the smell of baby oil is just something that I don't ever want to have to smell again. I kid you not, you could slip because there was baby oil all over the floor.
Golly.
There would be baby oil surrounding the bathtub, and there would be the bathtub full of water, and you would reach down in there and unplug it, and you feel the baby oil slick on the tub.
Man, the plumbers must love that house because they were over there all the time, I'm sure.
Yeah. They probably know stuff too.
Remember when they raided his house, they found more than 1,000 bottles of the stuff.
Yeah.
Baby oil and lubricant.
Did you watch Dave Chappelle's SNL monologue?
No.
Where he talks about that? And he's like, technically it's not illegal, but I don't think I used a whole bottle of baby oil my whole life. He's like, I still got a bottle of baby oil at my mom's house from when I was an actual baby that's got a little left in it.
So
He's like, he goes, I can't imagine getting to the bottom of a baby oil and hearing that. You got to get a new bottle.
Thousands of bottles.
Thousands.
Yeah. I am bummed since he got arrested. My baby oil stock has dropped.
Yeah,
Has it?
plummeted.
Yeah.
Well, the trial is scheduled to begin on Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. Evolution Festival is going to return to the grounds of Forest Park September 27th and 28th. Officials announced yesterday. In 2023, the event saw more than 25,000 people there, and there's going to be new ground layouts. Evolution also features curated bourbon and barbecue offerings, and according to the website, more than 30 food vendors will be on hand with cocktail culinary demonstrations from different local chefs and restaurateurs. And, of course, we'll have art and music, and we can't wait to see who's
Great.
headlining.
Hey, 3 years now. That's awesome.
Back with the oil, there is an account executive for Johnson & Johnson somewhere in the New York area that isn't going to say anything, but knows, like, yes, we were selling a just ungodly amount in this one Walgreens.
Sales,
Right.
sales are down.
To this mansion.
In this one, 3-block area, we were just killing it.
We had
there.
with a quarter earnings report. Like, man, we had a bad quarter. What happened?
There is
Did he got
some
locked
account
up?
executive that knows exactly where these were coming from.
Yeah, there was a Walgreens around the corner from Diddy's house that's closed down.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody's taking
No,
a
he
hit.
went to Costco.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
went
he
to
had to have.
Costco.
He
Well,
was a
didn't, but
Costco
somebody
guy.
went to Costco. Cardi B posted that she apparently took the...
Got her butt cheeks pierced.
All right.
Cool.
So they're microdermal piercings, and she had at least a couple on her chest before they healed that well. I would not want to get my ass pierced.
It's at the top of the crack, like
Yeah.
right at your tailbone thing, like, and how absurd.
Yeah, like a little vertical crack
Is that a
extension.
brownstone?
Stop it, Scott.
It will be in a little bit.
That's going to get infected so fast.
Yep.
Think about
Not
all the
worth it.
bacteria
Enough from
that you
duty.
From duty.
I mean, even our body is trying to hide what's happening there. It's developed a crevasse
I'm not saying
right
she's
there.
a dirty woman, but I mean,
It's everybody's dirty on the toilet. I mean, it's just that's where bacteria thrives, in your toilet. Rest in peace to Marianne Faithfull, who rose to fame in the 1960s. She was a longtime lover of Mick Jagger. She has a million Rolling Stone songs written about her. Some, like As Tears Go By, Sympathy for the Devil, You Can't Always Get What You Want, was written about Faithfull, as was Wild Horses, I Got the Blues from Sticky Fingers.
she was definitely their muse.
She was. She co-wrote Sister Morphine from Sticky Fingers with the Stones, had a legal battle with Jagger and Richards over the credit that she eventually did win. And then for those of us in the 90s, we remember her as the creepy old lady in The Memory Remains from Metallica.
Yeah, she was a la na 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 na.
Exactly how she sounded. Mick Jagger issued a statement saying, I'm so saddened to hear of the death of Marianne Faithfull. She was such a huge part of my life for so long. She was a wonderful friend, beautiful singer, and a great actress, and she will always be remembered.
Yeah, there's a story of her getting busted when the cops busted in their place for pot, and she was there.
Yeah, she was on heroin. She was homeless for a little bit.
Yeah.
She had a wild life.
What a life, huh?
What a life. In TV news, Eddie Murphy is getting a documentary that will debut on Netflix later this year. It's just titled simply Eddie. And in the documentary, Eddie Murphy will look back at his extraordinary career and look forward to what's next. We don't know a release date, but we will let you know when we know. John Mulaney's new live talk show is set to debut, and its self-explanatory title, Everybody's Live in L.A. with John Mulaney. This was after the Tom Brady roast he did, Everybody's in L.A.,
Right.
which I loved. And it was so cool. I loved the set. It looked like a 1960s house. He had a big old amethyst on a table. And he had all sorts of weirdos stop by and some normal people stop by too. Like he had an expert on endangered species, I think, or I don't know. So this show is set to launch March 12th. And he's going to have everybody. He says, quote, we will be live globally with no delay. We will never be relevant. We will never be your source for news. We will always be reckless. Netflix will always provide us with the data that we will ignore. And he says, this is a place where you will get Arnold sitting next to Nikki Glazer, sitting next to a family therapist, sitting next to a music act called Mannequin P-Word. I don't even know if I can say that on the air. So I look forward to that.
Pizza.
Mannequin Pizza. Netflix just announced the highly anticipated third and final installment of Squid Game. It will return June 27th, 2025. And they have a 15-second teaser that they shared on X.
I really did enjoy the first part of the season.
And then what?
And now we got to wait to the next part.
Oh, you're talking about season 2?
Oh, okay. So it's
This
not,
is season
Okay, so season
3,
2.
and it'll be the final.
Okay, so they're calling it season 3.
Yes.
Okay.
Liam Payne filmed a reality show for Netflix before he fell to his death from a hotel balcony last October. And there was speculation after he died if they might pull the plug on it. But apparently Netflix talked with Liam's family and the show will go on. There's no real word about details or air date. It's called Building the Band. AJ McClain hosted it. So that will be airing with the support of the family. In theaters this weekend, you got Companion, starring Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid, Dogman, which is animated, starring Pete Davidson and Isla Fisher, and then Valiant One with Lana Condor and Desmond Borges.
What's the Jack Quaid movie called?
Companion.
Is he? Did anybody see the trailer for some movies in where he's got no pain receptors?
Yes.
Is that movie?
I don't know. I did see the preview for that.
It looks great, right?
This is a weekend
pretty funny.
getaway turns bloody and violent.
No, there's a movie where he's got like where he plays a character that doesn't feel pain.
Yeah.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. I didn't know who Jack Quaid was, but it's on HBO Max.
Yeah, it's Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan's son.
Interesting.
Who looks like not the better parts of both.
Oh,
He's in what's that show?
He's in The Boys.
The Boys, yeah.
The Boys.
The Boys.
Boys.
Chris Evans is clearing up rumors that he's going to appear in the upcoming Avengers Doomsday movie. He told Esquire magazine that's not true. This always happens. I mean, it happens every couple of years. Ever since Endgame, I've just stopped responding to it. Yeah, happily retired. So no Chris Evans in Avengers. But will Matthew Lillard be back from the dead in Scream 7? The announcement came yesterday. Matthew's character, Stu Macher, was one of the killers in the original Scream alongside Skeet Ulrich. And Nev Campbell's Sydney did away with him by dropping a TV on Stu's head and electrocuting him. But there's always been a did Stu really die debate on the fan community. Now, Skeet Ulrich, who played Billy Loomis, was shot in the head, so he's definitely dead, even though he came back as hallucinations in later films. But Stu might be back in Scream 7. You know what? Nobody ever makes fun of Matthew Lillard and like his characters that he plays.
He was in Scooby-Doo.
I know, but he's always, and he was in like She's All That.
Yeah.
He's just,
Somehow,
he looks like a frog to me. Like if he were an animal.
He looks a lot
somehow
like
Scream gave him a pass.
what's his name? Who did we just talk about? Dennis Quaid's son.
Jack Quaid.
They look a lot alike.
Do they?
They're both in.
Jack Quaid and Matthew Lillard could be like cousins for sure.
He
Like, he's
was
always
in
got
a
his tongue
Scream
out.
movie, apparently. The Quaid movie was in. The Quaid kid was in one of the
One of
Scream
the
movies.
Screams?
Oh, no.
He does always play Matthew Lillard also.
Yeah.
Like he plays the same guy from Scream and everything.
He
right.
does.
And we never expect more.
No, that's all we want from him.
But I would expect more from our comedian community because I feel like nobody ever gets in on him. And he's somebody that you could. He's always got, like
Nobody
he's
ever
got his
thinks
tongue
of
out
Matthew
and his
Lillard.
eyeballs. And,
On a
Yeah.
good Tuesday, I might.
He's happy we're just talking about him.
okay.
Anyway.
And finally, this might be a little surprising, but the top celebrity people have their minds on when they are reading romance novels. Not Fabio, like your grandmother. There was a poll done. And who do you think people are when they're reading naughty stories they're thinking about from men and women? Like, who are the let's just
Ladies,
say
who are the ladies
actors.
thinking about?
Who are the ladies thinking about?
They're thinking about George Clooney.
No.
Not anymore.
Hemsworth. Chris.
Chris Hemsworth, 20%
Hemsworth.
of women.
Liam.
Who else? Who do you think women are daydreaming
Brad
about?
Pitt.
Brad Pitt, 22% of women. Yes. There's
Why would they say Brad Pitt, not George Clooney?
Because George is too old now.
They're the same.
There's all these people are younger.
Matthew Lillard.
No.
DiCaprio at
Jack
all?
Quaid.
No Jack Quaid.
No
not
DiCaprio.
There's another Chris on here. There's a Ryan.
Chris
Timothy.
Chris Evans.
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan frickin' Reynolds. And then Channing Tatum is the number one person that women are
the Tate
fantasizing
man,
about.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg.
I'm in a romance novel. I want to lay it down and push myself inside it.
What about women? What do you guys, who do you fantasize about when you're reading your ultra juicy romance novel?
Sydney Sweeney.
No. Good guess, though.
Andy McDowell.
No.
Joy Behar.
Very good guess.
Thank you.
What ladies?
What ladies?
Give us a hint.
This woman is married to a very famous SNL character or person.
Scarlett
Scarlett
Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson. 19% of you are
Really?
daydreaming about her still. Selena Gomez, also
Okay.
on this list. Zendaya.
Zendaya.
Megan Fox and Angelina Jolie topped out the list at 26% that men are imagining.
Okay.
So that is your
Me.
crap on celebrities.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. Joel Courtney, 2 first names. That's the kid from Super 8. He's 29. Marcus Mumford, the lead singer of Mumford & Sons, is 38. Tyler Hubbard from Florida Georgia Line is 38. Justin Timberlake is 44. Bobby Moynihan from SNL is 48. Kerry Washington, Olivia Pope on Scandal is 48. Portia de Rossi is 52. Minnie Driver, another woman I didn't get the appeal
Face
of
like a big apple pie.
when I was younger, but man,
You're not wrong.
absolutely stunning. Minnie Driver is 55. Anthony LaPaglia is 66. This is the guy that HBO actually wanted to play Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
And then I
He's
went
in
on.
a lot of things.
I was reading some things, and it says James Gandolfini became a household name by taking the role, but Anthony is still alive. So winner? Question mark. That's what it said. Anthony is 66. Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols is 69. Harry Casey, the
Casey and the Sunshine
in the
Band.
Casey and the Sunshine Band. Yeah, he's 74. Jonathan Banks is 78. That's Mike Armentrout from Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. He is 78. And Nolan freaking Ryan. Ryan. Advil pitchman. And Baseball Hall of Famer. How old is Nolan
Never
Ryan?
won a Cy Young.
He never did.
Never won a Cy Young.
Golly.
2 first names. Nolan Ryan is.
75.
I'm going to say we'll go 81.
Anybody else? Nope. 78 years old.
78.
Yay.
Matthew Lillard in SLC Punk.
Loved that.
yeah, that was great.
That's the
That's
last
a good
time.
movie.
That's the last time he wasn't Matthew Lillard.
All right,
Even when there was a movie with Clooney called The Descendants where he was like the guy, Clooney's wife was in a coma and was
Oh, that
cheating
was
on
one
him.
who was in Florida, in Hawaii.
Yeah,
right.
I saw
It's
that.
great, but it's super dramatic. And Lillard was like the guy she was cheating with,
I
and that
remember
scene's so hard to watch because like taking Matthew Lillard seriously. It was like, she loves you, man.
You're asking too much.
Don't
of
do
us.
this. To
I
me,
remember
man.
seeing that movie.
So I'm like,
There you
dude,
go.
get
I
out
remember
of
seeing
here.
that movie in the theater. I went with my wife. I go, this movie sucks.
It was boring.
You saw that in the theater?
I did.
You
Shailene
chose.
Woodley's in that movie.
Yeah.
Plays his daughter.
It could have been like just a date night, like a chance to get out. You know,
Mistakes were made.
mistakes were made. There.
You're a Clooney head. Just admit it.
I like George Clooney. Today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Sweetie Pie. That's right, Sweetie Pie. And today's birthday girl has been in 122 fine films, including Ass Masters 2, Bad to the Bone, Bitches in Heat 1, Locked in the Basement, Breast Man's American Butt Search, Caught from Behind 20, 4 Ways Over 40, Hot Leather 2, The O Zone. She was in Pierced, Punctured, and Perverted, and who could forget her role in 1995's Tales from the Crack. Sweetie Pie is 64 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a real quick break. We'll come back with Rafe's In Memoriam and some food news. I want you to think about this. What is America's hottest restaurant right now? What is America's hottest restaurant right now?
Like a chain?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm talking analysts are like, whoa, man,
Whoa.
Killing it.
Man.
and for reasons I'll explain. It's 7:54. It is Friday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We got a left-hand shoulder block due to a crash 170 southbound at 70. Your point forecast, 30% chance for brief showers this afternoon. High of 55. Right now it's 47 at the Point Studio.
Oh, hey, how's it going, man? Hey, good to see you, good to see you. Have a seat, man. Just wanted to have a chat with you, King Scott's Virginity, just to talk with you real fast and just to say, first of all, thank you for everything that you've done for King Scott and for his lovely fiance. And I also wanted to say that you've been such a big part of our lives, you know, whether it's the show or just in our personal lives. And relationships end, and it's time for you to go. And I didn't want you to be shocked, to be surprised or anything, so I wanted to give you an idea of what's going to be happening on the wedding night, what's to come, so to speak. So when two people are in love, they get married, and then after they get married, they normally go away somewhere, someplace beautiful, and then they get, you know what I mean? Like, they will go behind doors. I recommend going behind doors and you that bitch can't get out. You show her God. You know what I'm saying? This is how you show her. And so strong because she ain't never seen it before. And you drill. Okay? You know how when man first landed on the moon? That's what we're gonna do. We are gonna, she is your moon, and you are gonna take your flag, and you are gonna, no, it's gonna be fine. They're in love. If they got married, it's gonna, no, seriously, it's gonna be over. We're gonna miss you. We love you, we miss you, but you gotta go. Beautiful. If you need more information, I've got a website. It's jerfinoff@gmail.com. It's all good. Oh, hey, how's it going, man? Hey, good to see you, good to see you. Have a seat, man. Just wanted to have a chat with you, King Scott's Virginity, just to talk with you real fast and just to say, first of all, thank you for everything that you've done for King Scott and for his lovely fiance. And I also wanted to say that you've been such a big part of our lives, you know, whether it's the show or just in our personal lives. And relationships end and it's time for you to go. And I didn't want you to be shocked, to be surprised or anything. So I wanted to give you an idea of what's going to be happening on the wedding night, what's to come, so to speak. So when two people are in love, they get married, and then after they get married, they normally go away somewhere, someplace beautiful, and then they get, you know what I mean? Like, they will go behind doors. I recommend going behind doors and you so that bitch can't get out. You show her God. You know what I'm saying? This is how you show her. And so strong because she ain't never seen it before. And you drill. Okay, you know how when man first landed on the moon? That's what we're gonna do. We are gonna, she is your moon, and you are gonna take your flag, and you are gonna, no, it's gonna be fine. They're in love. If they got married, it's gonna, no, seriously, it's gonna be over. We're gonna miss you. We love you, we miss you, but you gotta go. Beautiful. If you need more information, I've got a website. It's jerfinoff@gmail.com. It's all good.
Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children. That's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
We are backstage at the pageant, big time club show with 311. We've got Peanut and Mr. Nick Hexum joining us. Gentlemen, it is an absolute pleasure to have you back in St. Louis and playing the pageant. It's great to be able to be so close to you tonight.
You love seeing us in small places.
I do. I can't, I will not ever deny that.
It was a little off-camera, little banter we were doing. Yeah, it's good to be in small places. This is where we cut our teeth. You know, you were saying Mississippi Nights, and we did the same thing in town, but pageant. I walked in this morning, first thing, like groggy, 9 in the morning, like, we're gonna destroy this place.
Okay, now this is a question.
People that have been here too, like there's this wall of fame, and
yeah.
The owner has got a photo with all the biggest people in the world. Like, they get some great names.
It's incredible, and also too down at Blueberry Hill. I mean, what he has here at the pageant is just like.
Anywhere else when you can go to the legendary Fast Eddie's Bon Air. Fast Eddie's Bon Air right there in Alton, Illinois. Just cross over that Clark Bridge, make a right, follow the signs. You will see the very famous building. You know, chances are, if you're hearing me right now, you've been. You know what I'm talking about with that one-of-a-kind atmosphere, the world-famous atmosphere over at Fast Eddie's Bon Air. But if you haven't been there in a minute, what are you waiting for? Get back out there. We're talking about live entertainment, live music for hours, 7 days a week. 7 days a week, live entertainment, huge heated patio, and you already know the coldest beer on the planet and the best food in town. These are great eats, from the Big Elwood, the marinated tenderloin with green peppers, to that very, very famous, huge peel and eat shrimp, the peel and eat shrimp that everybody talks about. And they don't mess with the quarter pounders over there. They mess with a half-pound burger. The half-pound Fat Eddie burger, absolutely incredible. That's what I tried last time I was out there. The hot chick on a stick as well, bone and wings, mild Cajun seasoning. Bratwurst, dogs, kebabs, French fries. I mean, incredible, incredible food with a world-class, legendary, very, very famous atmosphere. So get out there this weekend. Take some friends, take some coworkers. Fast Eddie's Bon Air in Alton, Illinois. If you're 21 and in the mood, get out to Fast Eddie's Bon Air.
Backstage at Point Fest, and I'm completely honored to be joined by Ed from Live. This is one of my childhood dreams, to always talk to you every time you're in town.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Been following you. I was telling your tour manager, I've been following you guys since, and I'm sorry if nobody out there cares, but I'm going to walk down memory lane with you. MTV 120-minute tour, Springfield, Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
Shrine Mosque, I think is what it was.
I think so. It was our first tour.
Perspective on things, could be a lot worse. People have taken to the internet with I don't know, just getting it out there like a F my life kind of thing. I just need to get this off my chest. Today, my boyfriend proposed to me by handing me a ring and saying, "Let's get this dumb crap over and done with."
Not the sentimental type, huh?
Today, I listened to my best friend complain again about the two guys she's seeing and how she doesn't know which one to choose because they're both perfect. Meanwhile, I'm cleaning up my dog's loose stools. Haven't had a date in 3 years. I'm also sharing a room with this woman. F my life. Today, I invited a guy I'd met online once to a concert of an artist we both like. His response was, "Well, it depends. Do you weigh less than when I first met you?"
Damn.
What a tool.
Yeah, man.
Today, I walked into a coffee shop where I always flirt with the cute barista who I think likes me. I confidently told her I'd have the usual. She stared at me blankly and said, "I've literally never seen you before in my life."
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he put himself out there.
Brutal.
I'll have the usual, please.
I've never seen you.
You never say to a server, "I'll have the usual," until they say first, "Would you like the usual?"
Yeah.
Or when you see that they've acknowledged you're back.
It's a good learning moment for this guy, though.
Yeah.
Like the main character energy.
This is
Got your main character bubble popped, where I'm like, not everyone who's nice to you is flirting with you. Just because you're having this fantasy in your head doesn't mean it's real.
Yeah.
Seems like a
And
perfect
she
Paul
did a good
Rudd.
job of popping that bubble for him.
Seems like a perfect Paul Rudd moment.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm just realizing Rafe has his bolo tie on. Am I the only one who didn't wear it today?
I didn't know we were supposed to wear bolo ties today.
I totally forgot,
King
and I love
quietly
it.
asked us on the air to wear the bolo ties.
Thank you, Rafe.
He did. I blew it.
Scott, did you wear
You're
yours?
not even wearing it.
Well, I forgot.
He's not even wearing it. He's not even wearing it.
Well, when my sweet king asks, he
Thank
gets
you,
it.
Rafe.
Yes,
You're
Your
amazing.
Grace.
What's on yours?
You win the
It's a
award
bearded
today.
man.
Thank you, buddy. Mine is what was the chimp?
Is that the-
Crazy chimp?
Oh, it's a chimp.
It's
Tonka?
Tanya had it? Oh,
Tonka. It's my Tonka bolo. I wore this at Hawaii.
It's so
I took this
awesome.
to Hawaii with me, dude. This has been to the islands.
It's not fair.
Nice.
I've never been.
Today I was flipping out because I couldn't find my wallet, and after several hours of cussing myself out, I went downstairs to make breakfast. I poured cereal into my bowl. My wallet flopped out of my Honey Nut Cheerios box. I need to stop drinking.
Been there,
Whoops.
brother.
And finally today I found out my mom has been stealing from me to pay for Scientology courses. Yes. F my life.
Well,
And with that,
has she gone clear?
Oh, man. You guys ever get kind of curious, like when you're in the Del Mar Loop and you pass the Scientology
Oh, yeah, I
building?
went in there.
Yeah, we went
you been
there
in?
once.
And they're like free personality tests, and I'm kind of like, ooh, I'm so agnostic.
Hook you up to
Maybe
the-
I'll go in there.
hook you up to the e-meter.
Is that what they do? Is L. Ron Hubbard there?
No,
Does he live in the
Did you-
basement?
Hey, Rafe, did it take you in to show you the video of how cool they're?
Yeah.
And it's just
It's
over
almost
and
like a
over again.
timeshare thing, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was like they didn't
Look how
they didn't really
popular it
introduce
is.
the weirdness yet. They didn't put me on it. They didn't put you on an e-meter, did they?
No,
They didn't
because
do that.
we went into the questioning. And my buddy Brian is way smarter than most people on Earth, and he got the guy so confused that was trying to talk to us that he was basically like, I don't think this is right for you guys. But he couldn't. He got himself so twisted up he couldn't
Yeah.
answer anything, and it was pretty amazing.
Yeah, I wonder how many people walk in there just to bust their balls.
Hey, what if we all walked in
bet.
today after the show in our tracksuits and didn't say anything?
Yeah, it looked like
We
we're
just
ready
roll
for
in.
We're from a rival cult.
Because we got to watch.
What if we're from a rival cult? We couldn't get off the ground. We're just like, hey, listen,
We're
we
looking for
tried our own
tips.
thing. It's a lot harder than it looks.
I mean, listen, if you don't know, we're all wearing matching tracksuits, just so you guys know.
'Cause it's
Hey,
Friday.
we're here not so much to join, but we're looking for some tips. You got
Yeah,
any
tell
pointers?
We're trying
Dude,
to
we
get
could
back
be
home.
Heaven's Gate. All we need are the white Nikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the bunk beds.
Where do you buy
That would
Wait,
be funny, dude,
Heaven's
to go
Gate-
in there.
Wore white Nikes with Adidas tracksuits?
Yeah.
Something
they
like
were
that.
destined to miss.
They definitely match their shoes to the suit, too, by the way. I'm
Oh.
just here to
Right,
say.
they were in tracksuits, right?
Yeah, they're brand loyal.
Might have been Nike tracksuits.
It was it was brand matched. As long as it's brand matched.
But
We don't want to upset
the video
post
that you
again.
watch when you go into Scientology to try to sell you on it, it's so awesome because it's every celebrity that's part of
Cruise.
Scientology, and
Oh,
all they
yeah.
keep telling you is how popular it is. It's so popular.
I want to be popular.
It's definitely like a timeshare pitch because we did it as a bit as well one day. And I went in there for the sole purpose of ball busting.
All 39 were dressed in identical black shirts and sweatpants, brand new black and white Nike Decades, athletic shoes, and armband patches reading Heaven's Gate Away Team.
Well, these ain't sweatpants. Just let's get that out there. We're not wearing sweatpants
No, we
to
are.
work.
Please.
This is a
No,
full.
these are
Adidas.
tracksuits.
Yeah, branded
respected
These are not
people of
sweatpants.
society.
This is not a sweatsuit. These are tracksuits.
That's right.
Yes, we're prepared for the track.
All right, Rafe.
Track of life.
It's time.
It's
to say
time.
goodbye. This week's In Memoriam.
Brought to you by us here at the Rizz Show. For those of you that don't know, it's time once again for the most somber yet somehow hilarious part of our show, the In Memoriam segment. Think of it like the Oscars in Memoriam, except instead of honoring Hollywood legends or saying goodbye to things, people, and we're saying goodbye to things, people, and concepts we've obliterated this week. Whether it's a hot button topic, a listener we've upset, an internet troll we thought they could outsmart us, or even sometimes us and our own terrible takes. It's time to say farewell. So cue the sad piano music, Rizz, and let's dive in because nothing says closure like roasting the dearly departed one last time. First up, Bill's Mafia. Wow. Really sad. The self-proclaimed Bills Mafia. Today we lay to rest the illusion that the Bills Mafia is anything remotely close to the actual Mafia, because if there's one thing we've learned after the AFC Championship loss to the Chiefs, it's that the Mafia cries more than a stool pigeon in witness protection. We thought organized crime was built on loyalty, silence, and taking your losses like a man, but apparently in Buffalo, it's built on public sobbing, Twitter meltdowns, and blaming the refs like a guy begging not to get whacked in the back of a meatpacking plant. Like, we expect tough guys from Buffalo. We got a bunch of dudes in Zuba pants crying into a plate of hot wings. And what's that? The Chiefs owned you again? Maybe instead of throwing yourselves through folding tables, you should try throwing a couple extra plays in the playbook. That way Josh Allen isn't doing the tush push for the exact same snap count 9 times in a row. Hell, even real mobsters know when you lose, you take it on the chin and you come back swinging, not sobbing into a bottle of Labatt Blue. But the refs! Yes, the refs. They fumbled the ball 3 times for a loss like Josh Allen did. The refs allowed a 60-yard run back at a key pivotal moment in the game. The refs stuffed the 2-point conversion. The refs dropped all those passes. I know, the refs. So RIP to the myth of the Bills Mafia. We didn't realize this much crying was allowed in organized crime. Turns out the only thing you guys are tough about is processing a loss. Bye-bye.
No, I mean, the refs were perfect, right?
Goes both ways.
Goes both ways.
Okay. All right.
You're succumbing to your Twitter algorithm there, buddy.
Yes, you are.
Nope.
Next up, the Ballad of Thomas Crapper, King of the Ballcock. We had a nice conversation about Thomas Crapper this week. A plumber whose unfortunate name caused him scorn, although he was a brilliant man. Crapper held 9 patents, 3 of them for water closet improvements, such as the floating ball cock. Did he have to name it that? No, but he did. He improved the S-bend plumbing trap in 1880 by inventing the U-bend. Can you believe it? The U-bend!
Thank you, Thomas Crapper.
The company owned the world's first bath, toilet, and sink showroom in Kings Road, and Crapper was noted for the quality of his products. He received royal warrants. There are manhole covers with Crapper's company's name still in Westminster Abbey today in London that have become minor tourist attractions. And everyone ridiculed him, and I thought, did anyone ever honor Thomas Crapper? And I had to go,
Not like, I mean, we do recognize Crapper Day, but I don't think it's.
Is it to honor him? Or is it to make fun of him?
I like to say it's to honor him, but I don't think he gets his just dues.
Well, he did in the 1800s. I actually found a poem of famous poet Rudyard Kipling. For those of you.
Whoa.
Because you know our show and Rudyard Kipling fans is a huge Venn diagram crossover.
Oh, yeah.
So this shit hit hard.
Rudyard Kipling, the Jungle Book, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Very good.
He wrote a poem called If. It's a very famous poem. The Ballad of Thomas Crapper, King of the Ballcock by Rudyard Kipling. When first the pipes of London clogged, when privies fouled the street, a man arose of humble stock to set the world elite. No warrior bold, no statesman proud, no scholar draped in fame, but still his mark for all of time we whisper yet his name. In London town, where filth would flow and privies oft betrayed, there rose a man, both stout and proud, and flushed the past away, not clad in steel, nor crowned in gold, nor skilled in battle shock, but armed with pipes and ball-cocks tight. He tamed the royal jock. His name offayed a cruel jest, a plumber's darkest curse. For Thomas Crapper forged the pipes, but named himself much worse. The lads would howl, the dames would blush, the gentry snicker low, yet every lord who scoffed his name would sit upon his throne. For who, when nature's call was near, would mock his noble craft, would not, with humbled gratitude, bless Crapper's patent shaft. His U-bend shone, his ball-cocks gleamed, his siphon stood with grace. And yet they laughed. A man named Crapper who tinkers with one's waist? Ha ha! Oh, fool. Was he who mocked the hand that drained the filth away, for Crapper's ball-cock stood in courts where kings themselves would spray. From Windsor's halls to Sandringham, his throne was sat upon, and every prince who warmed the seat would owe their thanks anon. Yet here we stand, in modern times, and who remains the fool? His name with grace's manhole lids, his toilet still the rule, and every mocking, jeering soul must bow to him at last, for Thomas Crapper's work endures, while their names get flushed fast. Rudyard Kipling. Wow, that was
intense.
beautiful. It was a little long, but we'll get. It's Rudyard's fault, not mine. Next up, camel's milk. Camel's milk. That's right. That's not a typo. We are gathering to mourn the loss of whatever was left of human decency in the world of dairy alternatives. That's right, because apparently almond, oat, soy, pea, and coconut weren't enough. Some absolute goddamn madman took the one look at a camel, an animal that literally spits in your face as a defense mechanism, and thought, yeah, I want to drink whatever's coming out of that. Now listen.
So gross.
It's disgusting. I get it. Humans have milked a lot of things over the years. Cows, goats, even almonds, which don't have nipples. But this is a new level of dairy depravity. You're telling me someone went out in the desert, tracked down a long-legged sand horse with a built-in storage tank of swamp water and said, let's see if we can chug whatever's brewing in there. And it gets better. It's claims to be saltier and creamier than cow's milk. Saltier. So it's basically warm, viscous ocean juice we're drinking. Who exactly is drinking this? Who took one sip of whole milk and thought, this needs more electrolyte and sweat? So R.I.P. to the last line we should have to draw in the sand, which ironically is probably where they found these camels in the first place. If you're out here willingly drinking desert mammal brine, I hope your taste buds find peace, bud. And I hope to God I never see a barista ask, do you want oat, almond, or camel in your latte? Because that's the day I walk into the sea and never return to buy. Next up, we have a broken penis denier. We read this email on the air to get people up to speed. Catching up on the podcast, something again for 3rd or 4th time. In the past year or so, I feel like I need to speak up for the male listeners. This may wind up in the in memoriam, you were right, but that's a bullet I'm willing to take. Can you please, for the love of God, stop talking about broken penises? The last time I almost wrecked my car, I crossed my legs and nearly went off the road. So for all the men out there, pretty please do better. He said do better. Well, here's doing you one better. Today we bid farewell to a man who stood firm, well, at least until the mere thought of a catastrophic penile collapse made him crumple like the sharp crackle of a broken celery stalk echoing in a canyon. Yes, our dear listener that does not like to hear things, and we're not going to say them, the broken penis denier has fallen, not to an actual penile fracture, but to the soul-shattering mental imagery of one snapping in real time like a dry tree branch in a windstorm.
It happens.
He tried, Rizz. He fought the good fight. He begged us, pleaded with us to stop discussing the horrors of a dong-bending past, the point of no return, and a once proud soldier turning into a sad, bruised boomerang of a vein-laden pool noodle crumpled like an accordion to fit in a trunk. He nearly wrecked his car at the thought of it, his body instinctively locking up tighter than a kinked urethra.
Being a bit dramatic, are we?
I think so.
Very much.
I almost crashed my car. Take this man's license away.
I'm trying to pay tribute to this man and not force him one last time to relive the harrowing sounds of a mid-thrust catastrophe, the pop, the crunch, the sudden horrified yelp of a man who thought he was about to finish, but instead was about to start a 6-month relationship with an ice pack and medical-grade regrets. So rest easy, broken penis denier. You're not going to hear that kind of stuff here. May your podcast feed be forever free of horrifying acute groin trauma. May your legs remain uncrossed. And may you never have to visualize a once mighty flesh baton folding in half like a bad poker hand. Bye-bye.
Flesh baton.
Finally, my own eyes.
Oh, yes.
I have to say goodbye, and I want to just pour one out because today we mourn the loss of my dignity. I had to admit it this week. I've had a good run, but it officially died the second I had to walk into Walgreens, shuffle past a weirdly aggressive seasonal aisle, and buy my first pair of dorky-ass readers. Sad guy. It's sad, guys.
Did you bring him with you?
I forgot him already. I already lost him. Lost him on top of my
I
head.
already lost him.
Look, I fought it. I squinted through menus like I was trying to crack the Da Vinci Code, all right? I held my phone out at full dad arm extension. Hell, I even convinced myself it was bad lighting. Turns out, just bad eyes. I used to think people with glasses looked sophisticated. Now I look like a stepdad trying to reset a router. I can't even wear them like in a cool, like they're low-key just for style. No. Can't do that. I'm out here perching on the tip of my nose looking over them like a disappointed math teacher about to sign extra homework.
Oh, no.
I can feel the youth literally draining from my body every time I push them up with my index finger, guys. Oh, what's that? You need me to read something? Mm-hmm. Let me just retrieve my spectacles like a Civil War-era lawyer about to draft a land deed.
Yep.
What's next? I'll tell you what's next. A pill organizer and a sudden urge to talk about weather patterns. So to my fallen coolness, never thought I'd go out like this, but here we are. Farewell to my rods and cones. I barely knew ye. Bye-bye. Bye. And now on to the real RIPs. I believe only one, Marianne Faithfull, who we talked about earlier in the Crap on Celebrities, rose to fame in the 1960s, dated Mick Jagger, was in a Metallica video. She was 78 years old. She passed away peacefully in London in the company of her loving family. She'll be dearly missed, and that concludes this week's In Memory.
Thank you, Rafe. Thank you, Rafe. And remember your glasses.
I have 3 pairs, and I was like, I'm going to bring one in for the bit, and I forgot them today. So that's where I'm at.
-1?
I think I'm doing is it a minus or plus?
Don't look at me.
How do they work? Oh, yeah.
I got perfect vision over
You'll
here.
see. You're about to turn 40.
Maybe a +1. I don't know.
Plus
All right.
0.5.
Listen, it's Friday, so let's take a break from changing the world, as we do every morning, to debate the internet's latest batch of food-related hot takes. And then I will tell you what America's favorite restaurant is.
All right.
Hottest restaurant. All right, which of these things are relatable and which are, would you say, criminal? Mint chocolate is nasty.
Debatable.
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 Do you like mint chocolate?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to be in the mood for it, but I like it.
There's a reason that they try to mint chocolate everything. It doesn't always work.
Mint chocolate ice cream's all right, but everything else tastes like toothpaste.
No, Andy's? Come on.
Yeah, Andy's are
Get out of here.
All right. All right. Somebody wrote, whoever invented ants on a log should be forever socially shunned.
Thin Mints?
These are not my hot takes, by the way.
sorry.
These are somebody else's hot takes.
All right. I apologize.
That's a fool.
Whoever invented ants on a log should be forever socially shunned.
No way. Have you never had ants on a log? It's like the only way that some people are getting celery.
Was that peanut butter and raisins?
Yeah. Or you could even do chocolate chips.
I think it's fine.
That's on celery, right?
Yeah.
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 I mean,
It's peanut butter on celery with raisins. Maybe you do like blueberry ants. Maybe you do little chocolate chips on top. I'm okay with ants on a log.
this is great. These are angry people.
Mushrooms are the devil's food. Agree.
Disagree.
Mushrooms are the devil's food.
They're great for brain health.
Yep, I love good old mushrooms.
All right, I know you guys are mushroom lovers.
Stuffed
in here.
mushrooms.
Get out of here with
You're
those.
just not mature enough yet. You'll get there.
Boxed mac and cheese is better than the restaurant version.
Yeah.
I would have to agree with that.
Yeah, but the restaurant version can last longer.
I love boxed macaroni and cheese. I think
Yeah.
it's better.
Why does one have to be better or worse than the other?
Well, let's say you're given a choice. You got the box stuff or you got the restaurant, homemade stuff. I think I'm taking the box stuff.
Depends on the restaurant. There are some. We just had one with lobster on it.
Yeah.
Over at.
I know. I'm not
DraftKings, the
saying it's
casino club.
bad, but if given a choice, I think boxed mac and cheese is something about it.
There's something about
I think
it.
it's very debatable.
Raw tomatoes are disgusting.
I am part of this. I do not eat a
What?
raw tomato. Yeah, my whole family does. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Wait.
Like on
What do
sandwiches?
you cook your tomatoes?
No, I mean, I love a tomato on like a sandwich. I'm not going to slice up a tomato and put it on a table and then put salt and pepper on it and just eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
how my
even
whole
on a
family is.
sandwich. You'll
That's
do it
fine.
on a sandwich?
I'll do it on a sandwich.
Some people say it tastes metallic.
Yeah, I'm one of those people.
No, I'm spoiled because I grew up where my grandma had this incredible
tomatoes.
garden, and those tomatoes would be a hot summer day, and you cut one open, it's phenomenal.
I wish I could be with you, man. It looks delicious. I want it to work. It never does.
Wow.
I try it like once a year.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're trying it.
I feel like it has to be with something. I'll eat a cherry tomato by itself if it rolls off the side,
Can't do it.
but it's got to have like some. But even that has like salad dressing.
Throw cottage cheese on.
I don't know. I'm
good
a
old
tomato
tomato.
fan. I'm a tomato fan. All right. I asked you before. America's hottest restaurant. Any ideas?
Is it a chicken place?
No.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
It's a
surprising.
sit-down place.
Oh, okay.
It's a
I thought we
chain.
were talking about fast foods.
Overall, it's a chain restaurant.
So all I've heard lately is how they're all trying to figure out how to keep the doors open.
No, except for one
This is
place.
good news. This
One
is good
place is
news.
killing it.
Cracker
Ruth's?
Barrel.
No.
Ruth's Chris?
No.
They seem to be popping up everywhere.
No. Chili's.
Way to go,
Chili's.
Chili's rules.
Chili's is on fire. Chili's sales at restaurants open for at least a year increased 31% last quarter.
What is going on?
And it was the third straight quarter of double-digit sales growth.
Dude, you know what it is? It's the people that have been going to Fridays because it's a little bit closer to Chili's are just done with
Yeah.
Fridays being just total crap. And I'm sorry to tell you, and I hope I'm not upsetting anybody, but I took my son to Fridays like last year, and
Yeah,
it's
they
still
went
stuck in our
downhill,
memory
like,
that like
real
what
quick.
happened to this place?
And Chili's is always just so consistent. It's
Foot
always good.
traffic to Chili's increased more than 20% last quarter. Analysts are like gushing over their results on the earnings call, offering congratulations to the company 11 times on their earnings call. One analyst said the company's turnaround was the best one of all time.
Wow.
Best one of all time in the restaurant industry. Another said the new CEO is going to write a great book on this someday. And once falling behind, flashier restaurants, Chili's is pulling off its comeback thanks to upgraded French fry and upgraded chicken tender recipes, fast food deals, and viral TikTok videos of customers pulling apart mozzarella sticks. And that's really what they're pointing to, is the TikTok stuff.
Wow.
They've blown up on TikTok with their triple dipper platter, which lets customers choose from 3 different appetizers: mozzarella sticks, Southwestern egg rolls, and chicken wings. And it's for like under $20.
Dang.
The platter's been around for decades, but Chili's started advertising it prominently on social media last spring. And now you have younger people going in. Younger people are now going into Chili's because they're seeing things on social media. People that have never been to Chili's before, or maybe even associated with their parents. And now they've hipped it up, they've younged it up, they're advertising on TikTok, on social media. Because remember, Denny's, Applebee's, Red Lobster, TGI Fridays, all are in trouble.
Yeah.
For good
Customers have
reason.
reached their breaking points with Burger King and McDonald's because of prices.
They've been resting on their laurels and no good.
That's why I always figured that during the season that Applebee's and Chili's and these kind of places were going to just explode and the fast food thing would start to tank because of their prices.
Congratulations to Chili's. Killing it.
That's awesome.
Killing it.
That's good news.
We talked about Costco before. What's the most popular item at the Costco food court? It's the
Hot dog.
hot dog. 'Cause they never change the price. It's like, what, $1.50 for a hot dog and a Coke?
Yeah, I think so.
But the chicken bake at Costco is like the second biggest food item, and they're famous for it. Well, some Reddit feeds are devoted to the downfall of the once mighty chicken bake at Costco.
Oh wow, it's like a little hot pocket.
You're right.
Is the chicken bake the worst food court item ever? Apparently,
Well.
they switched the recipe and people are upset.
Oh.
Oh, it looks really good though.
Yeah, it does look good.
The biggest complaint, they switched from having each store make them fresh to making them at a central location and shipping them frozen. They're smaller, they're mealier, they taste like garbage.
Yep.
Bummer.
The real chicken bake was a casualty of the pandemic. The current one is just a pale imposter. People are just not happy with how it tastes anymore.
Okay, the people have spoken.
And if you are going online and this is your complaint, you got problems.
Yeah.
That is
Yes.
awesome.
Hey man, the old one was popular enough where they have like recipes, copycat
Oh, yeah,
recipes
people are,
everywhere.
devoted to these things. I don't think I've ever had one.
Hey,
It looks
man.
like a stomach ache, but tasty.
Everybody needs a passion, dude. Okay, maybe it's not the same as your passion.
I guess not. And finally, tomorrow is National Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. National Ice Cream for Breakfast Day is tomorrow. Anybody ever have ice cream for breakfast?
Sure.
No,
At my
I don't think I
aunt's
ever
house.
have.
ice cream is an abusive ex that you forget hurts you. I don't. Every time I do ice cream, 20 minutes later, I'm like, what? Why did I do that? I know what this does to me.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. If your kids want ice cream for breakfast tomorrow, parents, let them.
Just let them do it.
It's the day. It is actually, look it up, National Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. So if the kids, if they want ice cream tomorrow for breakfast, let them have it.
The carbs don't count tomorrow.
Ice cream is always, for me, it's always a net loss. It's always a win followed by a loss.
Right. Yeah, that's the lactose thing. But, when you're eating it, it's delicious.
you got lactose intolerance? Is that why you are the way you are?
I don't know. I mean, I guess so. But like the way it makes my teeth feel, the way it makes everything feel, I just don't like myself afterwards. I don't know.
All right,
It's
well,
not a thing.
then you're not having ice cream for
But I
breakfast
do
tomorrow.
love it. That's the problem. It's a drug, man.
It is a drug.
I know it's bad for me.
All right, listen, we'll take a break. We'll come back. Let's give away some tickets, all right? We got tickets to go see Incubus Big Summer Show at Manchester Orchestra, July 3rd at Chaffetz. Tickets to go see Shinedown with Bush, Friday night, August 15th at Enterprise. Tickets to go see Decoding Cambria with Taking Back Sunday, Saturday night, August 16th at St. Louis Music Park. And we got tickets for Point Fest coming up May 17th at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, 311 The Urge, Toadies, Finger 11, Ludo, and more. All right, so the game we're playing is called the 1 Second Song Challenge. So I'm going to play 1 second of a song, maybe even one note of a song. And we're going to go around the room. In fact, Moon, get out the wheel.
Okay.
Get out the wheel, see who we'll start with. But I will play the Rizz Show member, the note, the second of the song. You have to tell me what the song title is.
Exciting.
Simple as that. There are 16 songs altogether. You guys on the phone, 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Out of 16, take me off the wheel, Moon. Out of 16 songs, how many will the Rizz Show guess correctly?
Collectively.
Okay, I like that.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
This is an interesting twist. Betting on the group.
You're betting on the group.
We're all geniuses.
You're betting on the group. So, for example, here, what is this?
Oh, welcome to the jungle.
Okay, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
And some of these are easy. Some of these may be a little more difficult. Yes, you got that. It's gonna That's 1 second of Welcome to the Jungle. Very iconic, opening. So obviously, that's what it is. Out of 16, and some again are easy like that. Some are a little harder. Out of 16, how many will we get correct? 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. The 1 second song challenge next. Oh, we got to do commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. All right, 8:30 Friday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 2 lanes blocked and a right-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash 70 eastbound just before Earth City Expressway. Your point forecast, 30% chance for a brief shower this afternoon, high of 55, but right now it's 47 at the Point Studio.
All right, so I want to know when there's something new work. I mean, what do you got? There's got to be something going on. You got to have a single. You got to have a record.
June
There's gotta be something.
22nd. You heard it fucking here first, right here on the point.
Ooh.
June 22nd. I'm not
like
going to give you the name of the song, though.
Okay,
But that'll be the first single.
All right, I'm going to do this, though. I will admit, though, I heard the song yesterday, and it's freaking fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, we're on your Instagram Live? You do not want to be on the Instagram Live with me, man. I'm not a guy that's made for camera. I am the face for radio if there ever was an example.
I think you're
of
beautiful.
that. Well, I
June
appreciate that.
22nd, and we are so fucking bummed about not being able to play today because, you know, maybe you would have gotten a little tease.
I think we would have. That's your way of saying you were going to play the new song in the set.
I just said maybe. I don't know.
So, like, but it's been a while since we've had a chance to, like, kind of hang out and stuff and see you guys roll through town. What have you been up to? What have you been doing? Has there been anything new going on in the life, in the world? Catch us up.
Yeah, tons. I mean, my brother and I moved to Nashville. We built a studio in it, and then we got to work on the record, and that took a long time. Yeah, I mean, it was honestly just nice to be off the road for a little bit. We toured for like 6 years straight or something like that, and it was just nice to take a little break. And
We got really good at Apex.
Yeah.
That's the new development.
Yeah, Apex Legends.
A lot of Netflix,
Awesome.
a lot of Grubhub.
Oh,
and
man.
it's just been honestly, like, it's a bum out that everything happened, but I think it was necessary because we wrote probably the best album any of you have ever heard. So that's it.
So was most of the writing and all this stuff done in Nashville at your place, Ryan?
We kind of bounced back and forth. Johnny's in LA, so we were going back and forth between the two, and it just took our time with it. And I think that's like the best part about it is that you shouldn't rush art, and we didn't. So we made something that we're really, really happy with.
But guys, that's kind of hard because you're in a bit of a business in which that when you have a successful single, the next thing is okay, when's the next one coming? So how do you balance?
You just stop giving a fuck.
Well, I guess that's probably it, though. But seriously, I mean, like, not even as a joke. Like, really, you probably have to do that at some point.
If we wanted to rush out music to elicit fame, we could have chosen that path.
Mm-hmm.
We care about the art. We care about what we put out. It's quality over quantity. So we said, no, fuck it, we're going to take our time. I think we've established, without sounding like too much of a jerk, we've established this point in our career where it's okay if we take 2.5 years and people wait as long as something's really good. You know what I mean? As opposed to like Lana Del Rey, that type of like, take your time with it as opposed to pop it out, because we have things that we really want to say. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? And that you need life experience in order to say them. You have to go through experience. You have to have thoughts and opinions on subjects, or you could just be like, my girl and my car and my dog, but like, you know.
Absolutely
that
so.
Ain't us.
But I find it very odd, though, man, because not all bands have that same sort of mentality, and I feel like some bands will kind of allow themselves to, I don't want to say be manipulated by that system, but you know, I mean, I'm sure you guys have friends in bands, man, that are trying to like push and push and push. How did you guys get to the point where you were like, no, we're going to do this our way?
Flooring. I feel like I have been thinking about floors more now than ever because I've been talking about Michael's Flooring. It's a company that's been in St. Louis for 30 plus years. Mike Reynolds is the owner, and floors are everything. They can make or break a room. You know, let's say you just bought a new house and you're trying to figure out where you want to invest the most equity, right? Obviously, like windows and efficiency with energy costs, yes. Great thing. Floors, though, I mean, when you walk into a room, your eyes kind of are drawn to a flooring if it's really good and if it's really bad. And so chances are, if you're like me, you've bought homes with terrible floors in them. You're thinking, I want to reinvest and put my money here. That is where you should be going, is igotfloored.com. Michael's Flooring will set you in the right direction. They've been installing flooring for St. Louis homes for 3 decades. They know exactly what is going to make a room look larger. Or, you know, if you're somebody who loves a hardwood floor, but you're like, I don't want to spend all this extra money on rugs. Maybe it's a soft surface that you want in your bedroom or a nursery or your family room, you know? Or your bathroom. I mean, I wouldn't want carpet in my bathroom, but my grandmother had it in hers. And honestly, the 70s are back in a number of ways. People are having conversation pits in their living rooms. I guess you could put some carpet in your bathroom. Hopefully not shag. But hey, if you want to, they got it for you. All sorts of different types of floors at Michael's Flooring. Go to igotfloored.com.
Oh, let's do it now.
Let's do it now.
Let's do it now. Okay, so wait, and Columbus, I don't think you have a clue how bad this gun hurts. Would you like an example? Would you like to try? Would you put your butt on the line and?
You guys can shoot me.
Yeah. Have Scott. How about you shoot Clonvis first?
Can I take one
shot in the
Can I
tush.
take one of his shots and give him 4? Was that
What?
fine?
No.
Oh, that's happened. I'd like to. I mean, just as a gesture.
I mean,
of
that's a pretty.
goodwill.
That's a pretty amazing friend right there.
In tribute?
Or I'll take one
put
and
my
I'll
ass
still
on the
shoot
line.
him 5 times.
I had 4 last week, and I'll tell you, it was excruciating.
I'm interested.
Program Friday fail stories coming up, but first, let's give away some stuff. And today's contest sponsored by
Car Star, your auto body repair experts, locally owned with nationwide guarantees. See carstar.com for locations near you.
All right, so we're playing the 1 second song challenge. So I'll play 1 second of a song. We'll see around the room here if you could guess the song title.
All right.
And like I played, before the break, I mean, that's an easy one.
Yeah.
That's Welcome to the Jungle.
Garth. Oh.
And these are all big hit songs.
Good.
You all have heard these songs. Nothing out of the ordinary. No deep cuts. And yeah, some a little more modern. Some maybe classic rock. But out of 16 songs, and we're going to go around the room. No lifelines. We're going to go around the room, and we'll start with Spin the Wheel, Moon. We'll see who we'll start with here. We will start with Rafe Williams.
Raphael.
We'll go Rafe, King Scott, Moon, and Lern. And back around, each one will get 4 for a total of 16 songs altogether. Out of 16, collectively, how many will the Rizz Show get correct? Closest without going over, you will win your choice of prizes: Incubus tickets, Shinedown tickets, Coding Cambria tickets, or Point Fest tickets. Christopher, how many?
Let's go with 11.
11. I think that's low. I think you guys are going to do great at this.
Out of
AJ,
16?
Out of 16. AJ, how many?
Good morning, guys. 12.
12, okay.
All right, no faith.
Marty, how many?
Morning, everybody. Let's do 13.
13, okay.
On a track.
Steven, how many?
Hey, let's do 14.
14, all
That's
right.
right. Price is right in this thing.
Wow.
Keeler, how many?
You got to play by the rules.
Am I the last one?
No, you go, and you could do the same as somebody else too. I don't care.
Okay, I'll do 12.
12, okay. And Ryan, how many? You are the last one.
I'm going to go with 13.
13, okay. Whoa. And we start with Rafe.
Sometimes this is an easy game, but
This makes sense. I thought you were going to spin each time, and I'm like, man, that's so hard to predict how many we'll get 'cause you don't know who's going to land on.
No. I just wanted to go.
Makes sense.
This is where it starts.
Yeah.
sometimes this is an easy game, but it's also ripe for brain farts.
Error. Not knowing the song name.
You may find this super simple.
What would you guess on our group?
15.
Good.
Really?
Really? I would guess 13, just to be safe.
All right.
Well, Rafe.
Let's go.
Rafe, what's this?
Back in Black by AC/DC.
Show me Back in Black. Learn what is it?
Master of Puppets.
Well, there's 15.
His mouth was agape. He was shocked.
It did not sound like. I was 100% sure.
It did.
Down.
But
Down, down, down. Down, down, down. I mean, that
very,
sounded
very
like.
similar. Different symbols.
Okay.
Very similar, but definitely Master of Puppets.
No, it is. Once you played it, yeah. But when it hit my brain was like.
You were so confident, too.
Oh, I was just like, cool, I got an easy one out of the gate. All right, there's 15 right there.
I think AC/DC's is the hi-hat where that's the choked crash.
Yes.
Could be wrong.
All right. King Scott.
Might as well have been in French, but yeah.
King Scott, what's this?
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Are you sure?
Ba-na-na. Yes.
I'll play it again.
Yep.
Show me Smells Like Teen Spirit.
On the board.
1 correct.
Oh, thank you for Nirvana.
Would you have gotten that one, Rafe?
I think so, but I don't know, man. I thought it might have been Dolly Parton's "I Will Always Love You" when it first started. So who knows? Life's crazy. Get back around to me. I need redemption.
All right,
I feel like Moon and Lern. Well, King Scott did well. I think Moon and Lern could carry this game. Like Lern's probably get all 16.
Yeah.
She's a machine.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Learn is our ringer.
Yeah,
For this.
for sure.
We'll see. All right, here we
guys.
Her
Moon.
cockiness whenever. I saw her roll her eyes when I said it, and she's just like,
go. Moon, what's this?
Fucking guy.
What's this? Listen up. What's this?
That is Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Ding, ding, ding.
You're right.
Thank you.
All right, Lern.
All right, let's see if I can hold my clout here.
What's this?
Oh, hello. It's Pink Floyd. Is there anybody in there? Comfortably Numb.
Show me comfortably numb.
Dang.
that was a hard one.
Yeah, it was.
Yep. Thank goodness. Hey, the wheel blessed us today.
Yes.
We just listened to the whole song.
Would you not have gotten that?
No, 'cause I don't know
really?
Pink Floyd enough. I know. Yeah, I don't know like titles and different things. I've heard this obviously 100 times, but not so much the beginning.
I get that too. I gotta like work it out. Like if you made me do it immediately, I have a hard time. I gotta
Rafe.
work it out.
I imagine him like saying this through a public toilet stall to someone when I hear that song.
I think of drug use during that song
Yeah.
and getting high as hell.
If you watch The Wall,
Oh, that's the one that makes you think
It is.
drug use for Pink Floyd.
Honestly, and whenever I go to get like when I've had a colonoscopy, like when I see the anesthesia like coming towards me, I hear comfortably.
hello.
No
And
way.
I'm gone.
Well, it's just a little pinprick.
Yeah.
There'll be no more. Okay.
Yeah.
Rafe. It's a tough one.
Oh, give me a hard one, man. I can do the easy
It's in order.
The
That's why I
wheel
had
did
the
this.
wheel. The wheel.
All
The
right.
wheel
You're
did
gonna be
this.
fine.
All right, Rafe.
Wait.
What's this?
Play it again.
Come on, man.
You know this
Okay.
Come on, man.
Which is Lenny
Stop it.
Kravitz. Are you gonna go my way?
Yeah! Show me. Are you going to go my way?
Nicely done.
That
Proud
is
of you.
great.
I can't help but move.
Are you gonna see my dog? Probably, Lenny.
Yeah, Lenny. Split your
Wearing
pants.
leather
God, he's
pants
so
to the
hot.
gym.
Good Lord.
Everybody seen my dog.
All right. How
And
many is
my
that?
big
4?
scarf. Yes, 4.
And it's really, really big.
Scott?
Yes, sir.
This could be tough for Scott. Now, Lern,
What?
keep your mouth shut.
In your eyes.
Ooh.
Oh.
Can I hear that again?
This is so hard for me.
I know. Be
This
quiet.
is Tough.
It's a didgeridoo, so it's Australian. No, man.
Rafe.
Scott.
No.
For the steal.
No. No.
For the help.
No,
No.
help at all.
Just sing along with it. Feel it
I
out.
don't even know where that's going.
Well, where would you take it?
Where would you take it?
Where would you take
You and I are doing a writing session, and I come up with this. This
You go,
one
all right,
second.
Scott, listen to this.
things? Okay, so
then what do you
banjo
do?
kicks in right after
Bakadakada.
this.
Where should we take it?
I would go back at a dakada.
Now let's give it a little. Let's have a
Why
big.
can Moon help, but I can't?
Because I'm not helping.
He's not making this. He's making it worse. He's making it way worse. Scott throwing an accordion after this.
Well, yeah, and the flute.
Scott, I need an answer. 3, 2, 1.
Bop.
Umbop. Learn. What is it?
Sweet Emotion from Aerosmith.
Where's the dakada?
This is what I think when I'm getting anesthesia.
It's a talk box.
All right, that was.
You know this song.
I do know this. Yeah, no, I know this song.
Dazed and Confused. The movie starts with this.
It all makes sense now.
All right.
I was close with the didgeridoo.
Wrong.
Whatever that sounded.
Gold
Moon.
Lern,
Sorry,
where's four?
didgeridoo.
I'm
That's
ready.
a good job.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
So we're still sitting at 4?
I also had a
Four.
vibra slap. Very few songs using vibra slaps these
All right,
days.
Moon.
What?
What's this?
You're just making up words.
That is Journey. Don't stop believing.
Show me, don't stop believing.
I had to make sure that my Journey piano songs weren't mixed up there.
Okay. Easy one.
Okay,
in an
Spy.
operating room.
5. Lern?
Yeah.
What's this?
Oh, Ace of Spades from Motorhead.
You sure?
Yes.
Oh, damn.
Nobody else would have gotten that?
I would not have gotten that.
Not just
want
that.
Love the song.
It is a great song.
I would not have recognized it. It went to the right person.
Okay.
The wheel was kind.
Rafe.
Yes.
What?
Rizz, you have this little piece of hair, very James
It looks
Dean
cool as hell,
happening. Yeah,
dude.
you're
I was going
having
to
a
tell you, you
moment
got a
right
Superman
now.
hair. Don't touch it. It
Don't
looks
you
cool
dare
as hell.
touch it.
Okay.
Especially while you're doing this.
Rafe, what is this?
Do it again. I hit my head on the microphone right when you played it. Oh, boy.
Ooh, this one's a
Oh,
tough
this is a
one,
good one.
dude.
This is a good one.
Hit it again.
Play it again, Sam.
Oh, this is a good one. Oh.
Okay, I think I know.
Down. Oh, man.
I can hear it almost in my head. Play it a couple more times. Give it to
Any
me.
idea, Moon?
I have a guess.
Yeah, if you let it go longer, it'd be easier.
Write it down.
I got a guess too.
Oh.
Moon got it.
He did?
Is it this one?
Dang it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, dude. Play it one more time. I know this song.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
I know this song.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't
do
do
it.
Can I help
Play it
him?
one more time, dude, because
This is
I feel like it's Van Halen, and if I miss a Van Halen song, I'm going to be carried out of here. Okay, it's not, clearly.
Hey, here, one more time, because I'm nice.
Don't let my big bushy
3,
eyebrows.
2,
I'm more so.
1.
Motley Crue, Dr.
Ready?
No, you had it. You had it, man.
The devil, you had it.
Threw me off. You made a thing like I was wrong.
But that's why when you said no, I went.
That was a good one.
I was
That was
trying
Van
to.
Halen.
How does Even Flow start?
I also thought Pearl Jam.
Yeah, I thought it was Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
No, this is clearly Eddie.
Doesn't
Yeah,
that sound
but
like a Pearl Jam song?
It does.
Yes.
I was thinking Pearl Jam too, but then I went
It's
to Van
different.
Halen.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
That
right.
snare too.
Man,
I
you
didn't
threw
get
me
it,
off
though.
my own
Yeah,
Scott,
I'm
dude.
Sorry, I was.
Scott,
I was doing this. Oh, come on.
You went, oh.
Scott, if
Yeah.
Scott gets this, man, I'll be so surprised.
Doggone it.
Again, I'm going in order. The order I put this together.
We're
Ready?
at 6.
Oh, come on.
It's Tool. Golly, what's the? This is the name of their songs. That's the name. However you say it. What is
Anima.
it? Anima. It's like a weird AE thing.
Anima.
Anima. Thank you.
That's the.
Anima?
Yes.
Sober, idiots.
I mix up my Tool songs.
Hey, are you proud of me for knowing it's Tool?
The Undertow record, though, right?
Undertow record.
I knew it was Tool.
Half a point.
Man.
We don't get half points, huh?
No, we don't get
No
half,
half
points.
points.
Shooter.
Well, sorry about
This
that.
is.
Thank you for the help, though.
This is hard.
I
This
thought,
is
I
hard.
thought that was the gimme.
I mix up Tool song names. Like it all just.
I mean, but
is a
that's
big
like
mess.
the one. That's like the one everybody knows.
Yeah,
If
that
there's-
was the
not
music
my one.
video. That
Knows.
was big.
Yeah, that's not my one. Stinkfist and the Pot are my ones.
Okay, here's another
Is that the
Moon.
Christian ones?
Moon. Here we go. What's this?
Holy crap. Oh,
Lern knows it. Lern's got it.
I'm happy for Lern.
Sure, that was AOL Messenger.
Yeah, but it's okay. Do it again.
So,
Hey,
Okay, shh.
I mean, it almost sounds like Jesus Jones right here, right now, but you wouldn't put that in here.
I only did very big hit songs.
That was a very big hit song.
It is.
Jesus Jones right here, right now.
Yes.
I would say it was a minor hit.
I'm saying the song you played is a
Right,
big
right.
hit.
Oh,
Okay.
everybody knows this. Everybody.
Do it again. Why
Mothers, fathers, I think even grandparents would know.
Why
this
am I
song.
not
My
hearing
mom
this?
just messaged over what it was.
Baby children even know this song.
Stop it!
It's Baby Shark, dude.
You guys are driving me
It's
crazy.
Baby Shark.
Okay,
Do you
go
know
ahead.
it? Do you have it, Rafe?
Can I say yes?
No.
I don't have
It's got to
prove
be
it?
something 60s or 70s. Hang on. 60s or 70s. One more time.
You've got mail.
Let's
That's all
go.
I'm hearing, dude.
Yeah, let's go something from that Rumors record. What's the biggest single? It's not how Rhiannon. Rhiannon.
Need an answer. 3.
I'll say Rhiannon.
Oh, God, go your own way.
Oh, it is, but it's Fleetwood.
It's Fleet Mac.
Whoa, good job.
God.
I don't know
Oh,
how.
God.
See, if I just had that.
That's the whole thing.
I know, but just the very beginning.
This is in hemorrhoid
I don't have
medication
that.
commercials
I'm sorry.
now.
Everybody knows this part, but that first second,
It is.
It is.
only she would have got that.
No.
I mean, she did butt chug cocaine. I guess it makes sense.
Scott, would you have gotten that?
No.
Rafe, did you
I
get
couldn't
that?
figure out what tone.
I didn't. Dude, all I heard was "You've got mail." I'm not gonna lie. And I love
You've
Fleetwood
got
Mac.
mail.
All I kept hearing was like ding, ding, ding. And
All
I
right,
was like
Lern.
expecting a paper
Go.
clip to pop up.
Dang,
and
that's a
give us
good
the
one.
answer.
That's a
Learn.
good one. You got me.
Learn.
Bum, bum. Oh, man. Oh, I obviously do know this. Wow, 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 wow.
I need an
wow.
answer.
It's Alice in Chains. I'm a man in a box.
Title?
Man in a box.
I'll give you. It's Man in,
In the box. Whatever,
but-
Lane Staley. Let's go.
Nice work.
Everybody?
Yes.
Sit, wait.
Here we go,
wait
here
for
we
it. No, not yet. Not yet.
I thought we were doing the Bandanas.
Go your own way.
What are we at? 6?
No, one. Let's see. 4. We're at 7.
7. We sure?
The 12s and 11s are looking good.
Let's see. We got Smells Like Teen Spirit, Break Stuff, Comfortably Numb, Are You Gonna Go My Way, Don't Stop Believin', Ace of Spades, and Man in the Box. That's 7.
Rafe.
Yes.
Another one right up your alley.
Dude, everyone's going to be so pissed at me. All right, go ahead. One more time, but I think I know it.
Yes.
That's Jolene, Dolly Parton.
Beautiful job.
Way to go. I wouldn't have gotten that one.
One thing I couldn't name yesterday.
Jolene.
Got it.
Jolene. I'm begging
We
of
almost
you,
kind
please
on that
don't
one.
take
Yeah.
my man.
Okay.
8.
That's a
Here's
good
song
riff,
number-
too, honestly. That riff doesn't get a lot of credit. That's a good starting riff.
We need to get we need to get all 4 of these next songs for AJ and Keeler to win, or we only get 3 of them, and then Christopher will win.
Okay.
Christopher.
Christopher.
All right. You ready, Scott?
Yep.
Okay. I'm 50-50 with Scott on this
Have
one.
I got anything wrong yet?
Yes.
Yes, you have.
All right,
doing okay.
Scott, you got this. Here we go.
Oh, good God in heaven of earth.
You Learn's got it.
And she does this every time.
I know.
And this is why I wanted to go, because I knew you'd get most of these.
She get them all.
Okay, can I hear that again?
This game should be called Drive Learn Crazy because she
You
knows
got it,
them all.
Moon?
No idea.
You know this. This is
What? No.
Play it again.
All the people that guessed 11 or 12 are not wanting us to hint.
classic punk music.
Stop it.
I'm sorry. I just want him to win.
Cannot help.
I don't know. I couldn't hear what you.
I like ASMR. Yeah, you got it.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime girl. You know it.
I don't have a clue. Every time it happens, I feel like it's a Muppets song or something.
That's probably was the Muppets.
Lead
You know,
singer's no longer with us.
The Muppets take
Okay.
take
Iconic.
Manhattan.
I believe
Lead singer's no
actually
longer
do
with
know
us.
this, which is- I'm surprised.
3, 2, 1.
Got nothing.
It is
The Clash, London Calling.
London Calling.
That's right.
Oh, huge,
Cool. Very cool.
huge curveball.
I knew the
That was a good
song,
one.
and I couldn't remember if it was the Ramones or the Clash.
What's the curveball on this?
I don't know, man.
Well,
This
because
is
it's
not-
not on any like
The
we've
Clash
done
is not
Casey and
part of
Point
that.
Band.
Well, we play this.
No.
We play this on the point.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
We got two more.
All right, let's do it for Chris.
You know the song, right, Scott?
I do know the song, but I don't think that's very common.
Get out of here. That's a huge song.
Yeah, for you.
Okay. Moon,
Yeah, buddy.
what's this?
That
was
is
the second?
That is Michael Jackson.
Second didgeridoo.
Bound, bound. Bound, bound, down, bend down. Hang, gang, gang, gang. Hang, gang, 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 hang, 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 hang.
Go your own way. Go your own way. Go
You
your
got mail, you got mail. Beat it.
What'd you say?
Michael Jackson's Beat It. Had to work that one out, though.
This is going to be a whole Quincy Jones thing on the Grammys
Oh yeah, because he's
Sunday.
passed away.
This is one where Eddie Van Halen did the solo for
when they
a
were
case of beer.
intros.
Right? This is the song?
So,
Oh, this is your buddy Steve Lukather on a guitar. Toto was basically the backing band of this whole record. Take it.
They told him, don't you ever come around here. Don't.
All right.
You said Toto.
Take
Why
it.
don't you take her around here?
Our last one.
Oh
And
no!
What do we got?
No, we have two more. I thought
No.
that was 14. I thought.
No, that's 16.
What? No,
Did I not count right?
you did not.
2, 3,
you have to have because I was first.
5,
Yeah.
6.
So it should end on Lern.
We should end on you. Rafe was first.
I've done 4.
Then it's 15.
What? No.
We're at 15 right now.
We're at
This will be
15 right
16.
now. This is 16.
Whatever, man. I'm bad at math.
This
Work
is
in
16.
radio.
So how do we know
I have
who
9.
won?
We have 9. We're not. Nobody's gonna
No,
win.
you know what? Give,
Nobody won, right?
give everybody who hung on, just give them tickets.
Okay,
Oh,
great.
nice.
People hung up.
Oh no.
Oh, well, that's what
Sorry,
you
that's
get.
on them. This is for fun. Learn what's this?
Oh, it's the Police. Every breath you take.
Every breath you take.
Okay.
Nice.
Or it could have been Puff Daddy,
No,
which would have been
wouldn't
really
have
weird of you.
I should have done that.
Is this Bruce Hornsby or
I wonder if he
Tupac?
does this.
This is the latest from Sting to take us out.
And to cut off his new record. Take us out. See you tomorrow.
Nice.
Everything stinks.
Thing sucks.
Oh, golly. That's what it is.
That was good. That was fun. I like that a lot.
All right,
And
well,
that's today.
I can't read that.
Do you think you would have gotten all 16 if you played solo?
No. Jolie and I wouldn't have gotten. I wouldn't have gotten
really?
the Tool song. No,
I wouldn't have got
would messed
Jolene
those
either.
up.
That was hard. Rafe nailed it.
And nor the Van Halen. I would.
Don't write it.
we'll take a break. We'll come back with your Friday fail stories. It's 8:59. It is Friday. Traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Severe delays. 70 eastbound between First Capitol Drive and Earth City Expressway. 5 miles an hour is the average speed right now. Your point forecast, 30% chance for brief showers this afternoon. High of 55 right now. It is 48 at the Point Studio.
Aha! Welcome back to the farm. So today's a special day because I got Mark from Colonel Landscaping here. Hey, Mark.
How's it going?
So Mark brought us a gift, the gift of a tree. So Mark, what is it? What does this symbolize? What is this tree? What do we call this?
So this would be kind of like a statement tree.
Statement tree.
Or a memorial tree sometimes. Moving on to a new piece of land, you put this thing in there, it grows along with you as you grow with the land.
Well, memorial would be like if I died and then you plant the
Sure.
tree. So we'll call this a statement tree.
Statement tree.
So this is a statement tree courtesy of Mark and Colonel Landscaping for Rizz Farms here, which will be put up in front of the house and it'll be on the farm for forever.
Yep.
All right, so Mark, what kind of tree is this?
This is an autumn blaze maple, so it's going to get beautiful fall colors. It's a relatively fast grower, so it's going to get nice and big, give the house some shade.
Oh, awesome. So we need to put this into the ground which I've never planted a tree before. So. Oh, you're going to get your education today. Oh, nice. So let's get it off the trailer.
All right.
And into the ground.
Yes, sir.
And how much does this thing weigh?
Probably about 200 pounds.
Good thing I got this cart. Let's load her up. All right, Mark, let's do a tree raising ceremony.
All right, here we go.
You're doing great.
Yep, that's it. Keep doing it.
Here we go.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Down a hill, down a hill.
Yep, now up.
Up a hill.
This is actually going to be the hard part.
Ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Wait.
Here we go.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We can't just leave it like this, right? We got to put it in the ground.
Yes. We got to put it in the ground. So we're going to need to dig a hole about twice the width of the root ball and just a little bit more shallow than the depth of the root ball.
Do we have a machine? Because I'm into doing things the easy way. Listen, I understand the manual labor part. Makes you man. Gives you muscles. But I got nothing to prove to anybody, so... did you bring a machine with you?
Yep, I got just the thing.
Oh. We have heavy machinery. All right, Mark, start digging.
So, do you know, over at your good old buddies, the Williams down the street, you know, you see everything on the outside. It all looks like it's going great in there. And it really is going great now. They just got way happier because after 3 years of inflation and the debt that had crushed them, for the first time, they have the cash to secure their retirement, to pay off bills, and even plan their future, maybe go on a vacation or something. Now, they didn't win the lottery, exactly, but they did a wonderful financial strategy called the Sell and Stay program from Truehold. It's absolutely easy. Their home values had rebounded so greatly that they quickly sold it to Truehold and banked all that equity in cash. And since they weren't ready to move, guess what? They get to stay there with an easy, affordable lease, and Truehold even is going to pay their property taxes, insurance, and essential home repairs. Truehold truly unlocks your wealth without uprooting your life. So get a Truehold offer right now where home values are high. Call 1-855-300-9993 or visit Truehold.com. The smarter, faster way to cash out your home's value without moving. That's Truehold.com.
So aside from rest, relaxation, and a lot of work, another reason we bought the farm was because my wife owns a company called All Things Elderberry, where she makes elderberry elixir and various other elderberry products. So not only are we building a house on the property, but this is the field over here with over 70 rows of elderberry plants, over 9,000 elderberry plants on this field right now. So let me take you up there. Let me show you what it's all about. So instead of buying elderberries from somebody else, we thought, let's just grow the elderberries ourselves. No big deal. So here we are up here on the big...
All right, folks, time for your Friday Fail Story. All right, some of these people thought they had the perfect plan, but somewhere along the line, oh boy, that perfect plan went completely sideways, and it became an Uber, an ultra, dare I say it?
Don't you dare.
I'm going to say it, mega.
Fail.
All right, thank you, guys. Friday Fail Stories are sponsored by
Moritz Royce Jewelry, the official jeweler of the Rizzuto Show.
All right, so we'll start with people in authority doing not good things. And we'll go with this one out of New Jersey. A New Jersey police officer is in a whole lot of trouble for allegedly tracking down a local mom's address on a national public database, then driving his police cruiser to her house to hit on her and ask her out. This guy, Joshua James, 29-year-old officer with the Neptune Township Police Department. That's in South Jersey. Actually did radio out there for a couple of years. He was suspended, arrested, and charged with 2 counts of third-degree computer-related criminal activity last week. So authorities say old Josh had been working at an elementary school on January 10th when he saw a 28-year-old hot mama picking up their kid. Afterward, he went into a pair of national databases to find her home address.
Ooh.
Armed with the info, Officer Josh drove his police cruiser over to her house, hit on her while he was still in uniform. Police say Officer James asked her if she was single and asked for her phone number. He later called and texted the woman. The woman then reported the officer's over-the-line behavior to the department, and cops later had him arrested.
Oh my gosh. Failed.
Whoops. Still staying on the East
She
Coast.
gave him her number?
No,
He probably already had it in the
think he
data.
got it.
Probably already had
You
it.
got in the
Oh. I thought he said he asked for her number and then called. I was like,
He probably did ask, but he's like, I already said.
Alrighty. This is a wild story. Back in October, a New York State trooper was shot while in his car on a highway in Long Island. 27-year-old trooper Thomas Messia said he was shot by a masked man in a dark-colored Dodge Charger with New Jersey plates. Investigators found a handful of .22 caliber shells on the highway. Cops were never able to find this masked fella from Jersey. Update. Turns out Thomas lied about the whole thing. Shot himself for attention and sympathy. A manhunt was underway for several days after he shot himself in October, and there was actually a ceremony held for him when he was released from the hospital.
Wow. So it worked.
He's been fired. He's now facing charges. His parents are also in trouble for helping him cover up the whole thing. Him and his parents looking at up to 3 to 4 years in prison if convicted.
wow.
Failed.
But it worked. He got a little sympathy.
Yeah, I guess so. Another officer in trouble, this time down in Florida, arrested after he was accused of trying to smuggle drugs onto a cruise ship by hiding them in bags of Skittles. This is 36-year-old Francisco Melo. Had been a Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office deputy. Now, the incident began when law enforcement received a tip that old Francisco was planning to smuggle ecstasy onto one of these big, giant Carnival cruise ships. That was actually Royal Caribbean.
Somebody turned him in.
Before he went outside, a canine sniffed the drugs disguised as Skittles in his bag. Detectives began searching Francisco's luggage, found 60 pills hidden inside the candy bags. Arrested last Thursday at the Royal Caribbean Terminal in Port Miami and relieved of his duty as deputy, now facing charges of possession, sale, and trafficking of a controlled substance.
Taste the rainbow.
Failed.
Now, everybody's heard stories about bad teachers who have crossed the line with students, right?
Mm-hmm.
This takes this whole thing to another level. So there's an elementary school principal in Cocoa Beach, Florida. This is near Cape Canaveral. She's been arrested after throwing a massive rager last Sunday night.
Oh, man.
Apparently, the guests included an elementary school teacher and more than 100 students.
From the elementary school?
Mrs. Smith rules.
There was a lot of booze. The authorities say one minor was arrested for DUI after leaving the party. Another had to be treated by EMTs when they suffered an alcohol-related medical event on the principal's front lawn. The principal did not have any regrets at the time. In fact, when she saw the flashing lights out front, she turned off all the outdoor lights and forced the EMTs to treat the kid using only the truck's headlights. Yeah. Whoa. The principal was charged with child neglect, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, holding an open house party. The teacher who was there is also hit with similar charges. Both have been placed on administrative leave. There aren't any details on the age or condition of the kid who suffered the episode on the front lawn, but cool.
Failed.
Now, this is a classic prison food. It doesn't usually land you in prison. A guy in Wildwood, Florida, got arrested last Sunday for assaulting his roommate with a bologna sandwich. 29-year-old Aquavius Chandler whipped the sandwich at his roommate while they were arguing about video games. The guy told police he was trying to sleep and took his PS5 back from Aquavius' bedroom because, quote, he was being too loud while playing it. Sandwich hit him in the center of the chest. That was it. The police report said he had no visible injuries. Guess not a lot of mass to that bologna sandwich. Aquavius charged with a felony, though, because not his first rodeo. Been arrested multiple times for battery, including 2 other attacks that also involved video games.
And hoagies.
You know this baloney battery is a probation violation.
Well, he got upset over a video game back in 2022 and threatened a 60-year-old man with a knife. Then a year later, he pleaded no contest after choking out his sister during a fight that involved him gaming.
Hey, man, to be honest, at least his weaponry is, de-escalated a little bit.
Boy, yeah, I guess the bologna sandwich. Now
Knife, hands, bologna sandwich.
Now he's facing fresh charges for felony battery and violating his probation.
Failed. Trying to find the positive. He's heading in the right direction, maybe.
Can you imagine getting slapped in the face with a piece of bologna?
I do like those videos. You see them go viral of people hitting each other in the faces with tortillas.
Yeah.
you like that?
I love those videos.
No, because no harm, no foul.
Okay, this is a story that's making the rounds worldwide. If you're going to commit a crime, at least pick one that's objectively hilarious. There's a 25-year-old woman named Rhiannon Evans. She just became the first person in the UK to plead guilty to cyber farting. She harassed her partner's ex last month by sending a series of videos where she farted into her phone and laughed. She sent the initial video, then 3 more on December 22nd, 4 more over the next few days. Merry Christmas. Cops got involved and told her to stop, but she continued to send more videos on December 26th and again on New Year's Day. These are all videos of her farting into her phone.
Kind of funny.
The ex said the videos made her feel unsafe in her own home. Rhiannon's lawyer told the judge that the 2 women have bad blood, and she'd been drinking when she sent the text over on WhatsApp. Rhiannon admitted to the harassment. The judge sentenced her to probation. She has to do a series of rehab sessions, can't drink for 60 days, and they tacked on a 2-year restraining order.
Failed.
This guy could have killed somebody just because he missed his cat. 28-year-old guy in Connecticut, name is Logan, pulled over. Cops spotted him speeding down the highway at more than 130 miles an hour. When they talked to Logan, it was clear he'd been drinking. Slurred his speech, eyes were glassy, reeked of alcohol. Failed every field sobriety test. They arrested him. Cop asked Logan, dude, why the rush? He said he was rushing home to see his cat. Yep, need to get home immediately to see my cat. No indication that there was anything wrong with the cat. Just sounds like he was excited to see the cat.
All right. Failed.
We're weird people, us cat folks.
That's it.
An animal lover who cares.
At this point, there's nothing in your home that somebody wouldn't steal if they had the chance to. Even your toilet. 40-year-old guy in Tennessee, Rodriguez Wilburn, caught after allegedly breaking into a home last week and stealing a toilet. Now, if you're wondering if the seat was up or down, the answer was neither. The crapper was new, still in the box. I don't know what his plan was. He reportedly got the box out of the house and was preparing to leave the property when he realized he'd been caught. I don't know if he heard somebody, an alarm, saw a camera, but he started dragging the toilet back towards the house, then ran off, jumped a fence while fleeing. Police caught up with him a couple minutes later, charged with aggravated burglary.
Failed.
A couple more for you. A 34-year-old woman from Florida arrested last weekend after throwing a brick through the window of her ex-husband's house. Her name is Sabrina Coyne. After banging on the front door of the ex's house, security video caught the moment she tossed a brick through the window of his place. Now, the brick that was thrown was engraved with a message commemorating their first date. It said something like, "First date, Sabrina," and whatever his name is, jet skiing June 14th, 2020. Well, at first she denied throwing the brick, but clearly with her name on it. After
Judge, Exhibit A. The brick that went through the window with her name on it.
Could be anybody's.
As she was being cuffed, she was yelling, "Sugar Boo, don't do this!"
Oh, my goodness.
She's been charged with criminal mischief and throwing a deadly missile into an occupied dwelling.
Failed. Wow, that's a good wording.
Did you even know this was possible? A drunk driver in Wisconsin was so hammered, he maxed out the breathalyzer.
Oh, I did not.
Whoa, it just turns off? It just turns red?
He won.
It could only go so high. 52-year-old Randall Villarreal He is a middle school gym teacher in Wisconsin. It's near a town near Milwaukee. Cops got a call last Friday about a hit-and-run crash about 7:30 in the morning. Yes, this all happened in the morning. It turned out Randall had dropped his kid off at a different school. Then he drove off, rear-ended somebody on his way to work, and then left the scene. He told the person he had to go because he was a teacher, had to get to school. The person he hit got a shot at a license plate. Cops found his smashed-up Jeep in the school parking lot. They gave him 4 field sobriety tests, failed them all. The principal asked him to search Randall's office, where they found more alcohol. When they breathalyzed him, he blew a .4, or 5 times the legal limit. It might have been even higher, but that's where the breathalyzer maxes out.
Holy smokes! This saved his life.
Well, yeah, like .4 usually means you're dead. In court the following Monday, a judge told him he's lucky to be alive.
Meanwhile,
And he couldn't believe somebody could be that drunk, especially before 8 a.m.
meanwhile, little Jimmy is at a different school going, what is this place? Right? You
Yeah.
said he dropped his kid off
What
at
I'm
the
assuming
wrong
they
school?
meant is he worked at a school and he dropped this kid off at a different school that he goes to. That's what I'm assuming.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like he just dropped his
It's funnier if he dropped the kid off a random school. Luckily, I mean, Dad's hammered. Before 8 a.m., he's facing multiple charges, including one for drunk driving with the kid in the car. He's due back in court next Tuesday.
Failed.
Dang.
34-year-old Joseph Schrader sentenced last week to a year in jail for throwing fish inside a Lincoln, Nebraska DMV last year. He also got 90 days for disturbing the peace. So back on May 17th of last year, Joseph went into the Nebraska Department of Motor Vehicles office. It was that office's first day in operation. Brand new DMV. Joseph was, quote, okay, now, with what I went through last year, you could replace Joseph with Rizz was very agitated and threw a bag of fish and carrots as he left.
I've had it.
Cops found food on the floor, walls, and ceiling. Brand new office. According to the arrest report, the building, quote, smelled heavily of fish, as did Joseph when police arrived to arrest him. He told officers the DMV didn't issue him an ID, quote, something fishy was going on there. So he decided to throw fish around. He caused over $3,000 in damage.
Dude.
Failed.
I'm not going to say which one, but you know who you are. Had a DMV experience this week. Most pleasant DMV experience.
Okay, so you get a
of my
pleasant
life.
DMV. Why don't you tell everybody where it is? If it was pleasant, like some good, like give everybody the good news.
It was on.
Okay, you're right, but you've gate kept DMVs that are.
I know, and you know what? I paid the price.
It could have been a fluke.
Okay, fine. It's that St. Charles one out just past
And is
Jungerman.
it's new?
So it's not new, but it is new.
It's
'cause
kinda hidden.
They moved 2 offices down.
Something's fishy.
Yeah, I parked in front of it and was like, this is awkward. I feel like I parked down at the end last time.
Isn't the one that's kind of hidden?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
still kind of hidden. But, dude, walked in. They got a new layout. You sign in now, Rizz. Instead of standing there for 15 minutes in a line and then hoping you have the right papers, you just put your name on there, tell them what you need, and you sit down. Then they call your name, you go up there, and bam.
Done.
Everything was smooth, in and out. Everyone seemed pleasant. Thank you. Thank you.
You know what? Good for you. And you know what? The people of St. Peter's, thank you
Heck yeah, man.
for giving them that information.
It was,
Yeah, let's
it
get
was
a line out the door over there. That's awesome.
It was a different vibe.
You know
in-
what, Scott?
in
I'll
general.
wait an extra 15 minutes for good service at a DMV.
You know, you're right. You're right.
Selfish. And finally, police arrested an alleged drug dealer last week in Chicago who was wearing 3 pairs of pants. The cops didn't find any drugs in any of the 3 pants he was wearing, but they did still find drugs on him. Can you guess where?
Tush.
Yep. 37-year-old Hassan Grant was seen making a hand-to-hand drug deal by cops on the north side of Chicago.
He had it in the personal pocket?
Hassan, who was a guy known to sell crack and heroin mixed with fentanyl, not a great guy, also known to hide drugs in his butt.
No.
Officer stopped Hassan. He was wearing 3 pairs of pants, gave consent to search his person. A strip search showed that he, yes, indeed, was hiding a bag of drugs in his butt. At one point, he started complaining of chest pains An ambulance was called, and while on the cot in the ambulance, 3 more bags of drugs fell out of his butt.
We found crack.
3 bags of Coke, if you're wondering, Scott. Thank you. If I'm not sure about how much, but 3 bags fell right out of his butt. He was on parole at the time of his latest arrest, so he'll be in jail for a while.
Fail.
And those are your Friday fail stories. Thank you. We'll take a break. Moon's got sports. If we have time, some of your emails. It's 9:21 Friday. One final look at your traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 2 lanes blocked, 2 hands. Left-hand shoulder blocked and a right-hand shoulder blocked due to a crash 70 eastbound from 5th Street to 141. Your point forecast, 30% chance for brief showers this afternoon. High of 55. Right now it is 48 at the Point Studio.
There's a big tour, big show coming to St. Louis, April the 1st over at the Chaffetz Arena. And I am very stoked for the very first time to be chatting with Co Wetzel. Co, you'll be at Chaffetz. It is the Road to El Paso Tour Part 1. And we're playing the song Creeps. And it's really nice to meet you, Co.
Hey, man, I appreciate you having us on. Thank you for jamming the music, dude.
Now, no problem at all. And we got a lot to get to here. But I, as somebody that's kind of new to you and what you do, what was the first music in your life that caught your ear, that made you, that started to like kind of lay the foundation for you being a very passionate music fan?
I would probably have to say Nirvana. I grew up on all kinds of music, and then I found out who Nirvana was in the 8th grade or 7th or 8th grade, and I don't know, man. They kind of grabbed me. Kurt's voice and the way that they put all the music together was unlike anything I had ever heard, and I was like, oh hell yeah, I got to do this.
And so was it that record? Was it Nevermind and In Utero, whatever, Nirvana in general? So that was the one that was like, all right, I want to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. I grew up playing music, but it was always country.
All right.
And stuff like,
So then on top of that, Co, when did you? Yeah. Oh, sorry to interrupt. I apologize. But so when did you feel like, you know what, I can do music for my life? Like, this is something that I can do. I want to do this. I want to make a living doing this.
Yeah, I think it was more in college. I played and I wrote through high school, played gigs through high school and stuff. But once I got into college, I was like, screw school, I played football for a little bit in school. And I was like, I'm not going to make it to the NFL. I'm not going to become a doctor. So why not go get some free beer and make a little money doing it, so
I saw that post I think you made yesterday about your grandma on the Dallas Cowboys. And and I found that to be so funny. So are you a Cowboy fan to this day because of grandma?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Like, I think not even 24 hours after I was born, I was in a Cowboy onesie. So yeah, I'm a day one.
That's so awesome, because I remember it was so funny reading that post of yours, because I remember my grandmother also chain smoking what must have been the cheapest cigarettes known to mankind, and then chirping at me about why I even played sports, that I should just be working on my school, and why weren't my grades better. But I could still remember her at her back porch just chain smoking and then yelling at me at the same time.
Lighting one with the other,
which I always thought, like, when I saw my grandparents do that, and I've never wanted to be a smoker, but I was like, man, that's kind of badass. It shouldn't be, but I thought they were so cool for doing it. So Co, one of your buddies has become a huge fan favorite on our radio station, and that is Jelly Roll. And one of the things that Jelly and I had the opportunity to chat a couple of times, and one of the things that I really like about him and what he's doing, and I think the same goes for you, is that I feel like we get all
is mine. Victory is mine, and it can be yours too. Life can get, I don't know, it can get weird, kind of slow you down a little bit, but Victory Men's Health is just absolutely amazing, with 4 area locations right here dedicated to improving the lives of you and me and other men, knowing that their help is going to empower us to show up more fully for our lives. If you're not feeling happy, if you're not feeling healthy, I assure you it is achievable. It is achievable for all men. That is the Victory mission right there, and they really do care for us. I was there last Friday. King Scott showed up as well. We were both in the zero gravity chairs, and we were getting some vitamin therapy with IV drips. And it was amazing. The whole weekend, I felt replenished. I felt recharged. I was rehydrated. And they have an entire IV lounge right there with all sorts of wellness IV drips. I went for the anti-aging one. I think he went for the Myers cocktail. They have so many different ones for vitamins, minerals, electrolytes, just assuring results. And they're amazing. Now, obviously, they have that, as I described. They have hormone optimization, sexual health, weight loss, vitamin deficiencies. They're looking out for men that are dealing with any of those things to get you back on track, feeling just at 100%. Victory Men's Health, empowering you to live optimized, focusing on longevity, vitality, and personalized health. Get into Victory today, guys. Victory Men's Health, both O'Fallon's, Town and Country, and Sunset Hills. VictoryMen'sHealth.com.
So if you change my mind 1,000 times, you better hear them say, yeah, 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 yeah. I like it that way.
Do dry January to cut out alcohol for a month. If your version of dry January was cutting out 7-Eleven Slurpees, you have a big challenge facing you today. 7-Eleven just announced that they were rewarding everyone with free small Slurpees.
Bonus.
It's today only. Today only. It's as a treat for making it through January, which they're calling the longest month of the year to many. And the company says the long days of January can feel like the month will never come to an end, and this year has been no different. We're hoping to shift your vibe for the rest of the year. The promotion is happening at participating 7-Eleven, Speedway, and Stripe stores nationwide while supplies last. Limited to one per customer, but no other purchase is necessary. My question is, why didn't they wait until tomorrow to do this? January's not officially over yet. Yeah. But and even if dry January usually doesn't involve eliminating Slurpees, some people do have diet-related goals tied to the month. Although if you can't resist a free Slurpee, you're doomed anyway, so.
I haven't had a Slurpee in 25 years.
Not a fan.
Yeah, I'm not either. I'm weird about like snow cones and stuff.
Me too. Doesn't call to me.
Yeah.
Me neither.
Thankful, I guess.
There's something. And you like
ice cream?
You like frozen Coke?
All in.
No.
I don't like slushies.
Me neither.
I like crunchy ice like that, like the Sonic ice. But I don't ever want like just like a sugary syrup.
I don't love the texture of.
Oh, see, the texture is what does it for me.
I don't like
it's like a snuggle
my teeth
inside
hurt.
my mouth.
Ice cream all day.
Ice cream.
Oh no,
Frozen yogurt.
My tongue wants to snuggle with that, with the icy consistency. Gosh dang, it's so good. It could be flavored almost anything, and I'm fine with it.
I don't love it, but hey, if you're a Slurpee person, today's your
More
day.
for you.
Anybody do track here?
No, my wife
in
did.
high school.
Tried.
I did middle school.
All right,
We all should, based on what we're wearing today. These tracksuits.
we are wearing tracksuits. What'd your wife do? What event?
She was long distance. Yeah, she was long distance runner.
Scott, what did you do?
I was basically your sprinter. We did the medley and sprinted and won 3 first place medals.
Whoa.
Look at you.
Yeah.
You would have those track legs.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a champion amongst us.
Champion.
I never did it again.
You guys know any shot putters or javelin throwers or hammer throwers?
I was built for something like that, but I never did it. Like, I never had a coach that said, Colvin, get in there. You know,
You're not
like
built to be a shot
I
putter.
am. I'm small but mighty.
No,
Okay.
shot putting people are meaty.
I am. I was meaty in high school.
Like they're like big, burly, and meaty.
Dayquil has taken over her brain.
You guys didn't know me. I was a meaty girl, dude. Whenever I played soccer, like I was the meat.
You're 4'11".
Well, I'm thick. I'm thick as hell. I'm like a French bulldog.
It's a lot of well.
You guys know what the hammer throw is?
Yeah.
That's
My
the-
Uncle David was an alternate in the Olympics.
For hammer throwing?
He's a huge dude. And he threw the discus, the hammer, and the shot. And it was discus that he was an alternate. He got 4th place.
Whoa.
He almost went.
That's pretty cool.
This dude was, I mean, he's like a weightlifting coach.
Yeah,
in
there's
Arkansas.
like, they're big, burly,
He's
upper
huge.
body.
He's like 6'6".
Yep,
This
that's the
guy's a
size.
giant. He looks like the mountain. He's like
Yeah, that's what
ginormous human
that's what those guys are built like, especially the hammer throw. So it's like a ball on a chain.
Yeah, hammer throw is the David and Goliath looking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they spin and they spin and they spin and they spin.
yeah. It's
And
cool to watch.
It's very cool to watch. Headline: Man killed after track athlete's hammer throw goes into crowd.
Oh no.
Goes into crowd.
Goes into the crowd.
Oh no!
I thought they put up nets.
I thought so too. It's like a backstop,
Whoa.
literally to prevent this.
This happened at a high school meet at the University of Colorado in Colorado Springs. The hammer throw cleared the barrier, hit a man, killing him.
Wow.
Golly.
No hammer time halftime show that day.
No, the man was believed to be a parent of one of the participants in the meet.
That's terrifying.
Lern, I hate to break this to you, but I'm looking at Olympic women
Yeah.
doing the hammer throw, and you've never been built like one of these gals.
I was built like that in high school.
like this.
Bro, come on.
I had you
Figure
guys
four.
have
Outta
no
here.
clue.
You share pictures of you in high school all the time, and I ain't never seen a picture of you.
Look, I'm going through woman after
These
woman
are
after
very
woman.
meaty
I will
women.
dig up a photo of me
You're
with
not
my
built
short
like
hair
this.
and my
Get out of here.
thick leg.
Look at this. They're laughing this lady out of here because she's not built
She's not
like
thick
that.
enough.
I was probably more like that lady.
Get out
Like
of
the
here.
champions, the Olympians, absolutely not. Those women are incredible. I'm talking about like I was on the cusp. I was like 1 pound away from
Oh, she's
maybe being
okay.
someone.
Look at her.
Okay, this is how you
Okay.
were built in high school.
All
This
right.
gal, this
She
gal.
probably came in last place.
All right.
Yeah, she's there.
My friends used to make me slam my,
She's there
my
because her
arm
country's
down.
got nobody else.
That's right.
My friends used to make my arm fat real thick, like flatten it out because my arms were so big. Still very
Well, tragedy.
self-conscious
Starting
about
to
it.
see where some trauma was stored.
I mean, look at the backstop.
Man, it's wild. Then they spin.
Yeah, but this backstop. Imagine like a baseball backstop that wraps all the way around, so you can't throw it
Somehow-
except for down this narrow
Maybe
hallway.
high schools don't have that.
Somehow it happened.
Oh man,
Went into the crowd.
awful.
You ever see the video of the guy throwing the javelin and it hitting?
Oh, it goes into the judge.
It goes into the judge.
Oh, dude, that's one of the best worst videos of all time. That person survived, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I used to have a T-shirt that said javelin catcher.
What? Why? Where did you get such a thing?
I don't know. Who
edgy,
knows?
I can catch your javelin. What a nerd.
I know. Javelin goes into judge. You ever see this? Watch this.
Oh, look at this guy, like a Swedish guy.
Here comes
Here comes
Here comes the throw, yeah.
Here comes the javelin.
It's a spear. Oh, God, dude. Oh, my God. Oh, Game of Thrones, dude.
Pulled it out immediately.
I've seen that 100 times, and it hurts every time I
Hey.
watch it.
Look out, his Hans.
Oh, look out.
comes a big shoppy.
It's a good one,
Ripped it
yeah.
out. Wow.
Un shoppy. Airborne.
Oh, God.
I think it went into his forearm. It pulled it out.
No,
That guy was
no,
a
it
hard.
went, it went
I
into
mean,
his
did it?
shoulder.
I thought it went into his arm.
No, no,
Props
look,
to
look,
the
look.
judge, dude, because he
Thunk.
didn't go down
Yeah.
and he just pulled it out. And he tried to do that thing like where he was embarrassed, where he's like, "I'm good."
Look,
Like,
it's-
bro, you just got speared, man.
Holy
Somebody threw a javelin
cow.
through
You're
you.
not good. Nah, I'm good. I'll finish.
It's all
Watch
right.
him pull it out
I think
and
it's
then
in his
and play it off to the other judge.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Like, you
Watch.
didn't see that?
What? Oh, yeah, it barely got me, man. Don't worry about it.
I
Just
didn't
laugh.
interfere. I bet you he was more concerned with feeling like he interfered with an official
Right.
Yeah.
throw. Whoops.
Mock it.
My bad.
Mock it. All right, let's do sports. All right, Moon. What do you got?
That's the best sports video ever, that javelin thing. It'll keep me off the field. All right, the Baltimore Ravens all-pro kicker Justin Tucker has been accused of inappropriate behavior with 6 massage therapists. The
See this, Rafe? By Justin Tucker.
A local Baltimore paper reported that Tucker allegedly exposed himself at 4 spas between 2012 and 2016. He denied the allegations. In a statement on X, he said in part, quote, "The allegations in the Baltimore Banner article about me are unequivocally false. Throughout my career as a professional athlete, I've always sought to conduct myself with the utmost professionalism. I've never been before accused of misconduct of any kind, and I have never been accused of acting inappropriately in front of a massage therapist or during a massage therapy session or during other body work. The NFL said in a statement, we first became aware of the allegations from a reporter investigating this story as were not previously shared with the NFL. We take any allegation seriously, and we're looking into the matter.
Wow, so how many masseuses?
6. This from STLtoday.com a couple days ago. The Blues and the forward Brandon Saad mutually agreed to terminate his contract on Wednesday. Here is how it works. He will forfeit $5 million owed to him to avoid assignment to the AHL and become an unrestricted free agent. The Blues announced that they would place Saad on unconditional waivers for the purpose of contract termination on Thursday. When Saad cleared on Friday, then he would be free to sign with any team in the league, and the Blues will clear Saad of his contract.
He'll be on another team.
So this means that $4.5 million cap will come off of the books for the remainder of the season and all of next season. Saad will also forego the approximately $1.8 million owed to him in salary for the rest of this season and the $3.625 million owed to him next season. The Blues, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. Oh, a fight. Did you guys see this video? A fight involving several fans broke out near the end of Tuesday's St. Louis Billikens college basketball game.
This is a national news story.
Yeah, it's going around.
It's because it spilled onto the court.
The fight occurred with around 1 minute in regulation, and SLU was leading the VCU Rams 69-63 at the time. It unfolded in the stands just a few rows behind the VCU's bench, and various guests were pushing, grabbing, verbally confronting each other. It appears that at least a dozen people were involved or close witnesses to the altercation. Multiple public safety officials intervened in efforts to break up the fight. The game was briefly halted for a few minutes. It's unclear if any arrests were made. I haven't read that there were.
I didn't see that there were, but it was a pretty good ruckus.
Yeah, it's a good angle for the video too, and it's making its rounds everywhere. SLU finished the game 78-68 to improve to a 13-8. Record so far. The Chiefs are looking to win their historic third straight Super Bowl after beating the Bills in the AFC Championship. The Chiefs are set to rematch the Eagles in New Orleans on February 9th. Now, 2 years ago, the Chiefs defeated the Eagles 38-35 to win their second title in 4 years. Now, they're on the verge of doing something no NFL team has ever done, and they will be attempting it while wearing the same white jerseys they did in Super Bowl LVII.
Does this make a difference there, Rafe? Wearing their whites.
I hope. I'll take anything I can get.
Some people are very superstitious when it comes to this.
Is it literally the same jerseys? Like they saved them and they're putting a new patch on them, or just the same color?
Probably the same color.
It's just the same color.
I'd be hyped if it was the actual
traditional white tops with the new patch. Hey, listen, I know not everybody is a fan of football, but most are a fan of the Super Bowl, at least, maybe for the commercials. So normally it costs brands millions to air an ad during one of the 4 quarters. Now the price for an ad airing during the Eagles vs. Chiefs game has been revealed. How much do you think Fox is getting for selling at least 10 of the ads sold by Fox?
So these are 60s?
The max ones. Yeah, the high ones.
$8 million?
Dang, girl. On the nose.
Oh, thanks for letting us guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lern. Why? She got it.
Oh,
They've sold.
I'm a financier.
They have sold at least 10 of the ads so far for $8 million. That is an all-time high for the big game. Last year, the NFL season started. It was reported that commercials for the Super Bowl were going to be around $30 million for 30 seconds, and it looks like they have already hit $8 million for those 30 seconds. Hey, St. Louis native Max Scherzer is joining the Blue Jays. He just agreed to a $15.5 million one-year contract on last night. Now, this is according to a person with direct knowledge of the deal because they have technically not announced it since I guess they're pending a physical. But the 40-year-old Scherzer limited to 9 starts at Texas last year, only a 2-4 record with 3.95 ERA. Not great, but he had a big giant surgery. But either way, that's
I guess 3.9 is not like he's still pretty solid.
He's got 2 different color eyes.
Still, really?
I believe so.
Well, I just know he had a big lower back surgery last year that kept him out most of the season.
Which is pretty impressive.
So maybe he gets another one. 40-year-old pitcher up in Blue Jay Blue. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm Moon, and that's your sports because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
Just so you know, well, it's coincidental. Teams wearing white jerseys have won 16 of the last 20 Super Bowls.
Sure.
All right.
There you have it.
Just so you know.
Keep it
So-
going.
Well, now my money's on the Chiefs.
My money's definitely on the Chiefs now. Just from that stat alone. White jerseys have won 16 of the last 20 Super Bowls dating back to 25 or 2005. There you go. All right, one final break. We'll come back and we will wrap her up.
We are backstage at Point Fest with a St. Louis favorite, and the great part about this today is that they're actually going to get to play. Ladies and gentlemen, highly suspect backstage at Point Fest. What's going on? Welcome back. It's wonderful to see you as always. But I would also like to tell you that Natural Born Killer has been one of our favorite songs of the year so far. It sounds great on the air, and it sounds like a great highly suspect song. So let me ask you, where did that come in the recording process? One of the first, one of the last? Where was that?
Smack dab in the middle.
Oh, okay. All right. I always wonder if, when it comes out as a strong lead single like that, if where it was in the creative process matters. You know what I'm saying?
I think once we heard that riff, it was like, okay, this is like the sports anthem style riff. We just kind of knew it would be the one.
Yeah, absolutely so. So a new album is out now. All right. How quickly do you see the audience singing songs back to you? Like
almost immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you are
luckily,
and you got to be kind of like amazed and taken aback by that a little bit.
Oh my God, it's a blessing. It's incredible.
Yeah, I can't remember words to songs I love from 20 years ago.
I can't remember the words to the songs that we wrote, so I struggle.
You know, here's like kind of a weird one, and I'm very curious about like little things like this. I was at a show the other night. Pearl Jam was here. They played the Enterprise Center. And you have half of the venue that have phones up and are trying to record the entire show, and then you have the other half that are seemingly annoyed by those that are recording. As a band, do you care?
I hate it.
You hate it.
It's the worst.
But let me ask why you hate it. And I hate it because I'm a short guy. Inevitably, somebody in front of me.
Buy a new home. Great. Stop renting, build some equity. Good for you. Become an adult, huh? Look, my very own place. Now, what do you do first? You call the realtor? No, that's wrong. Don't call the realtor first. You call Kevin Putney at the 123 Mortgage Team. Kevin, who's local, by the way, and who has worked with me and my family to buy our last house and refinance twice. So Kevin's going to put the loan together to fit your needs. So if you're buying your first home, secure your dream home with more affordable financing. Maybe now is not the time to jump in to buy a new home or refinance. He's going to track rate changes to help you act at the exact right time. So call Kevin, let him process all the paperwork for you. He's going to monitor everything, and I'm telling you, he's going to craft a mortgage strategy tailored to your goals. Everybody's different. Everybody's loan's going to be different. Everybody's situation's different. A loan is like a fingerprint. He's going to find that perfect loan for you. 314-862-0123, 314-862-0123. Online at 123mortgage.com. It's Kevin Putney, Equalizing Opportunity. All loans subject to underwriting approval. Restrictions apply. Call for details. Cross Country Mortgage, LLC, NMLS 3029. NMLSConsumerAccess.org, 123mortgage.com, 314-862-0123.
Of Pain on 105.7 The Point. You are live with Liv, and I am backstage at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater with Breaking Benjamin, getting all of our swears out so we don't do that on the air right now. Gentlemen, how are we?
We're good. Great. It's good to be here.
Good. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. And I'm going to start off by saying something I said to Brent Smith a couple days ago of Shinedown. I'm a fan before, being a DJ and having a cool job. And I'm sure you guys can relate to that, too, that you're a fan first with so many of these acts. What does it mean for you guys to be out on the road with Bush and Alice in Chains?
Well, we grew up with them, you know, so it's like surreal, They go back before our musical endeavors into our real life as, whatever you want to call that. So it's really surreal to be talking to them and hanging with them, and they know who we are, as people, oh, hey, Ben, or hey, Jason. We're like, oh, my God.
It's still getting used to it after 2 months.
Yeah, and it's been 2 months.
Yeah, I mean, there's a moment of breakdown, I would think, between, being a fan and they seem so distant, and now they're a peer. And I think that probably takes a while to digest.
That's your word.
Yeah, it took some liberty with that word. But
Copper Fire in Belleville. I've been going there for years. My band has played there, probably 4 years running. We've always done a Saturday, Sunday throughout, the different seasons. And you're going to see live music. So if you want to go tonight to Copper Fire, it's right on the main strip, the drag of Belleville. And Renee and Mark, the owners, they're always around. Just great staff. The menu is delicious. They have a brunch menu for Saturdays and Sundays, which is excellent. They got a great bar, and it's just a vibe. You know, you can there's some gambling in the back, some machines that you can be in their little casino in the back area. There's something for everybody. There's kid friendly, in the daytime and early evening, and then at night it's a good time for adults. So get yourself over to thecopperfire.com to check out their new menu for 2025. They always have happy hour from Wednesday through Friday, 4 to 7 p.m. And they even have a loyalty program. So you can join that if you're like me and you're always there. So go say hello to Renee. Tell her you heard Lern on the Rizz Show talking about her, and enjoy yourself at Copper Fire this weekend.
All right, so the lead-off interview for Point Fest 2019, my guy Claudio from Coheed Cambria. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
You know, I believe the last time that you were here, and I so wish that I could have talked to you while that it was happening. Coheed was playing a show at the pageant, and oh my gosh, the hubbub about your hair was on that day, man. Like it was so fascinating to watch some of your fans completely lose their minds about that. And I'm curious from your perspective, because, I know that the music is so important and everything that goes involved in this is such a big deal. And the hair thing to me seems like it would be something that you would be a little uncomfortable with as far as like the direct attention of it all. How do you take it? Do you just think it's kind of a goof and move on with it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was just having a good time. Doing this for a living, you don't want to take yourself too seriously. And I know that that's something that a lot of people think with Coheed and its whole like concept, and it's just so inflated. But at the same time, it's like we're really just out here to kind of have a good time, and that was just a way to kill time and just have fun. So
what was amazing to me was that you had made a social media post about it, and then like an hour later, like all of the websites picked up on it. So it was just like social media crazy for a few hours. Like it just really caught fire, and I was like, this is about this man's hair. So I think today, if I'm not mistaken, even though Mastodon is not here, this kind of sort of begins that trek with Mastodon. And when I was reading an interview with you kind of talking about both of you guys going out, it was really cool to read and really kind of feel you a bit fanboy out about being able to be on the road with those guys. So this is nothing that's ever happened before. The first time that you've been out on an extended run with them.
Yeah.
But they've been friends with you guys for a while. You've been mutual friends, kind of thing.
So, somewhat. I mean, we've just kind of been in the same circles, and we've seen each other's bands on tour, like whether it's in a festival situation or at NAMM shows or just sort of gatherings. So it just kind of made sense. I mean, both bands being these like kind of progressive rock, things that like, why not? So.
Yeah, one of the things you kind of alluded to it a little bit before, do you obviously have this intricate storyline that's laid out for these records, but I feel as though that you can love these records even if you don't exactly know the ins and outs of the storyline. Are you okay with that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, all the songs are really written from like a personal experience. So right at the creation of them, they're all very real songs. It's just I kind of take them and then kind of translate them into this other piece of fiction, so people can experience the music and the stories in another way. But yeah, it's very personal stuff. If you actually like kind of dive into Coheed's music and actually read the lyrics and get in there, I mean, it's really they're basically love songs,
right?
That's all they are. It's like so yeah.
I really appreciated the last time that we had a chance to sit down and talk. You guys had just released the record that broke out of the storyline, and kind of did like the one-off because your kid had just been born and all of those kinds of things. And I think that it was very remarkable to see your band to be able to kind of do that. Like kind of jump off, do that record kind of in and of itself as an anomaly, and then come back and kind of get back into things. And I think it says a lot too about the fan base that they are along for the ride, kind of in however you want to do. That's got to be an amazing feeling to have that kind of trust of the fans.
Absolutely. I think they respect us and understand that, again, like the concept stuff was really just a creation. It came about because I had a hard time, singing about myself. You know what I mean? Being the front man of a band and having to sort of wear your heart on your sleeve. That whole sort of idea about telling my own story. I mean, I had a hard time just accepting that, and that's what the concept was there for. It's basically a curtain to hide behind. And, at that moment in time when my son was, all those sort of feelings about him coming into the world, and, it was like, okay, this makes sense. Let's just take a step away from the concept and really allow that experience to sort of take center stage in the record. And to see everybody sort of jump on board and be very accepting of that.
Boys' night out. Victory Men's Health style. Boys, let's Friday, paycheck day. Take just a little tiny itty-bitty sliver of that paycheck, set it aside for yourself, and schedule yourself an appointment at Victory Men's Health. Go in there and figure out what the hell's going on with your body. We're all feeling it. Maybe it is seasonal depression. Who knows? Maybe something's going on with your body, though. Maybe you got a low T. Maybe maybe you need to lose a little weight. You lost a step. You're not feeling like your old self. Whatever's going on, Victory has got a treatment plan for you, and it's customized because they test your blood down to a cellular level, figure out what's going on with your body, and then they give you a plan, and they cheer you along the way. That's probably been the most beneficial thing about going there for me, is that I have someone else invested in my health and checking on me. That's what I need. I'm always like, man, I'm like a dog. I need somebody to tell me when to eat, when not to, what to do, when to take my pills, when to take my medication, and it's the only reason I'm able to get up at 4 a.m. and do radio. So don't wait. Go to their website, victorymenshealth.com, and schedule yourself an appointment at one of their 4 locations. There's one in Each O'Fallon. There's one in Town and Country that Moon King Scott and I frequent, and there's one in Sunset Hills that also just added cardiovascular testing. So they're always adding new things to help you feel better. Don't wait. Go to victorymenshealth.com right now, victorymenshealth.com.
Well, big things happening in the 21.
We got a couple minutes left. Scott?
Yes, sir?
You want to just do some jokes?
Let's do it.
All right. I mean, listen, let's go into Friday laughing, huh?
Yeah.
Let's go into the weekend laughing. Time for your headline goo.
What's going on in the news today?
All right, Scott, what do you got?
Some Walmart managers make $600,000 a year. Meanwhile, most Walmart customers make meth. Experts say frequent marijuana use impairs memory, and now you know why Snoop hated Trump in 2017 and performed at his inauguration in 2025.
Hey-o.
Makes sense.
Microsoft is reportedly in talks to acquire TikTok, and this is exciting news for people who want the app to constantly freeze. Someone stole thousands of dollars worth of copper wiring from the walls of a school in California, and police don't know anything about the suspects except that they were probably listening to Kid Rock as they drove away. Bigfoot frequently gets confused with Sasquatch. Yeti never complains.
There you go. Let that one breathe.
There we go. Netflix is rebooting Little House on the Prairie, and it's about a family who lives in a cabin with no electricity, or as Arkansas knows that, today. What? Arkansas jokes, huh? Why not? Jay Leno said he still makes his wife laugh every day, even though she has dementia. And I guess that's one nice thing about dementia. Monica Lewinsky jokes seem new to you. Ben Affleck volunteered at a homeless encampment, and it was awkward when a sad, unkempt man approached him and said, "Twinsies!" George Lopez's final stand-up special will stream on Amazon next month, but his material will live on thanks to Carlos Mencia. And finally, some Super Bowl commercials are selling for $8 million. Now, to put that in perspective, for that price, you could buy 3 dozen eggs.
Hey.
May the goo be with you.
Timely.
And also with goo.
Topical. All right. Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
All right. Have a great weekend, everybody. If you missed anything on the show today, make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Also, the podcast. That'll be up for you, which is brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. And today's podcast is titled
The Baloney Battery.
The Baloney Battery. All right, Moon, what else?
Schlafly.com. All the information about Art Inside that's happening today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The Dirtbags are playing at 5 o'clock tomorrow at the Tap Room for Art Inside. An incredible thing that's happening with 40-plus St. Louis-based artists. Steve Ewing Duo is playing tonight. Adams, DJN, Number One Sons, Middle Class Fashion, The 45, Steve Woolley, and The Winks. All St. Louis acts. Great food, live tattoos. This is such a cool celebration
Yeah,
of
you get
St. Louis
tattooed
arts.
there if you want.
Yeah, man, such a cool thing for our local community here, our artist community, to have you come down and hang out. It's a free show, man. Teenage Dirtbags, 5 o'clock tomorrow on stage.
Learn.
I'm just going to say go see Mooners and Steve Ewing. Thanks.
All right, Rafe.
I'll second that statement. Go see him. Don't miss it. You'll regret it.
All right, Scott.
Yes, go to 1057thepoint.com and search for Breaking Bands Show. That's Columbus and I. We are still looking for local bands that aren't signed. And if you want to get your band out there and heard, you can get on our show. It's really cool. We've been getting submissions. We want more.
Oh, awesome.
So go there. And then also follow me at King Scott Rules. And you guys have a beautiful weekend.
All right. You too, Scott. Thank you. All right. We'll leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From Morrow, Illinois, David Williams is our and David